I bumped into in New York. He's coming to get me. Look at that. Superpowers are coming together.
Look at this. Look at this. The Dark Council coming together.
That's right. So we're gonna.
Yeah. Welcome to the rebellion, bitches.
Mark with a C has finally entered the building. The one and only the Lord Commander himself is in the building as well.
Drunk 3PO, the man, the myth, the legend. The man from the Cave of Wonders at 5 arrived, making it happen. You know, shout out to Fatal J. We love and miss you, brother. Welcome to the rebellion, bitches.
We got some stuff. We got some donuts we didn't give out. And if you miss,
Yeah.
we got a little cup. New York. And I was just like, so we're gonna.
Welcome to the rebellion, bitches.
We're all here. Look at that. We are all here waiting for you.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Dark Council. And yeah, oh man, we got a barn burner of a show for y'all tonight. So come on in. We ain't even trying to waste no time. Come on. All right. Yeah, you got to get that soda, get the iced tea, get your snacks. A lot of y'all gonna hit that hard liquor and get high like an eagle to the future. Yep. Yeah, man. You got to go spaced out, man. Sometimes, especially when we go to work 9 to 5 and all that. But here's the disclaimer. This is TVMA. Okay, I cannot stress this point enough, you know, so you're loving and adoring children, get them out of here, okay? And if grandma or great-grandma is just, you know, roaming in the house or whatever, then you got to let her know, hey, grandma, if your pacemaker can't handle the whoo-hoo and the woo-ha, then you got to get her out of here too, you know? But if she's into the freaky-tiki, then yeah, tell grandma, come on in, man, you're going to enjoy yourself. But we got a lot to talk about, I'm telling you. And right now, let's not even delay. Let's get this thing going. I tell you, our pop culture gets stranger and stranger every day. But that's what we're here for, man. We're here to chill, have some laughs at their expense, and keep it as gully as possible. You know? Supreme Law, back in the jam. Holding this shit down cause we're back in demand. Back on the land with the cops in pursuit. Gave them all an offer cause they could not refuse. The Dark Council is back, yep, here tonight. Give you what you need to make it feel right. Blessed be he if he really believes that the 6-man team will always succeed. With respect, we're the best that man can get. Every Wednesday night, we're back here to rep. One time in your mind, yeah, hold the line. Regulate these clowns who's back on the grind. Better grit your teeth and not in the streets. Not for the weak or even for the meek. On that heart of stone, yeah, fucking with us. The council's back and it's time to blaze up. Yeah, we're back in the building and your best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the We're back in the building, you best coffer. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, yeah, you best coffer. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best coffer. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. Better choose your words wisely, fucking with me.
Yeah.
Keeping it so real, that's how it's gonna be. Come on through and have a good time.
Yeah.
The things that I love, well, how to make it shine. What is that? Yeah, let's start with your health.
Yeah.
Your health feels good whenever you go help someone that you know or you don't know.
Yeah.
And God's servants record this on the low. But let's get back to the party up in here. For 5 by my side, yeah, you stays in the rear. The head of security is always on point. Vibing on the song, yo, son, it's the joint. You can learn a lot of things with DC.
Yeah.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, yeah, the truth is what I see. Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Yeah.
That's why Dark Council is so damn relentless. We're back in the building, yeah, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best call for help. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. Can't fake the funk with us, what's the deal? Hating on us all, you know how you feel. Being mad at us makes you so corrupt. You know damn well that the force is with us. Be at peace, son of Gondor, hit the floor while I snatch up your lady that you adore. You're calling her a whore? Yeah, I calls her my queen.
Yeah.
Give her everything that she needs in between. Drunk 3BO, my brethren forever.
Yeah.
My man, Lord Callus, is the trendsetter. The Majanai, my boy, yes, is too clever.
Yeah.
Mark with a C is the born yet protector. Fatal J is out here living so better. Lorena Creole, she, yes, the investor. Crew that you love is well put together.
Yeah.
Too cold for you, boy, go get your sweater. Yeah, we back in the building, yeah, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you know what. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. Go. They're back in the building, we're back, yo, but woo, know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, my boy, you better. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. We're back in the building, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. What? Back in the building, you better call for. Know what it is. You know what it is. Come on, we're back in the building, you best call for. Know what it is, Dark Council is the. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dark Council Show. Now, this is the part where I break down what my real thoughts are. Praise be to He, I see beyond the trees. The light of the sun is something that you need. The comfort zone is in straight underground. Beware all these dogs that's coming from the pound. Keep yourself still and don't make a sound. Raising the roof will make you lose your crown. Know what it is, Reverend, I keeps it in. When we tap that chin and scatter to the winds. When you tell how well, yes, I rebel. Here, wretched that you are, you look like a gamel. Brace yourself, son, got that hot shit for sale. Understand, yeah, we will all prevail. Come to your senses, said by Obi-Wan, while Dr. Manhattan fought in Vietnam. You're better off at home and reading up on songs. And yes, Gandhi going up against Genghis Khan. Dark Council, baby, you know it. The best in the business is back on the lam. Holding this shit down cause we don't give a damn. Outside or inside, yeah baby, yeah. Are you ready to ride? Let's go. The Dark Council is brought to you by the Good Times of Goodrich. Yeah man, when you went out with a fine-ass woman, you bringing her to a house and you didn't know that the other chick was coming to your house too, Goodrich is ties for you. Alright. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? The Dark Council will now commence. And look at me. I'm the captain. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the building. Welcome to the Dark Council proper. I'm here with Mark with a C,
Oh,
the Lord Commander himself, the Machinai, and our beautiful and incredible producer, Lorena Creole.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Uh, the other members of the council will hopefully be here shortly. But for now, you got the Fantastic Four up here. And how do you do, each and every one of you wonderful people, men and women? Oh, my goodness. We got Steel Leg in the house. We got, I was about to say Steel Leg's brothers. We got KYC4C Venomous. Is it C? It's just C4C, or he just came up with a brand new moniker? All right.
looks like C4C to me.
Changed it
Yeah.
a little bit, but still here.
Still here. All right. Double A in the building. Okay. Who else is here? I kind of like this one. Low spec Linux laptop. I actually said that correctly. It's never going to happen again, but that's the way I pronounced it. Nice. All right. And yeah, we got pretty much all the regulars here. Dawn is up in the building. We got Sin Havoc 5150. And ladies and gentlemen, I know what you all here for. The lovely D2 is in the house as always. Lady Marine, one of the regulars, always on point. Patrick T in the house. Man, oh man. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say to each and every one of you, this is going to be, how should we say, another barn burner where we just going to let it fly. We're going to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. We are putting a disclaimer that if you do not like how should we say, if you don't like said members of the Dark Council's wisdom and knowledge and knowledge and understanding of your pop culture news and your shows and your movies, then you are free, to make your opinions known into the comment section, and we will, read them accordingly and give our expert opinion.
As I like to say in my intro, be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
It doesn't until I tell you not to be nice.
Hey, listen, the Dark Council are always nice guys. We always good, Yeah. I mean, I can only say sometimes my passions get the best of me sometimes, and I may let it fly, but it's all in good fun. And I kind of like reserved. I'm kind of reserved right now. Yes,
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
why you don't have your stream elements up, man? You can circumvent, Mr. Neil, even if they're trying to play you out. You know that, right?
This is yes. I can see where you're saying, Lord Commander.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. Not getting nothing out of it. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You can.
That is true. Unfortunately, unfortunately, YouTube has demonetized me at this point, but I haven't put out any real content for over a year and some change. So they kind of figured they thought I was dead or something, or I was in prison, or I fled the country. But none of those things are true.
People being demonetized these days. Russell Brand, I mean, all types of stuff.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy out there, and one could only wonder, with certain events that's supposed to happen next year, if
really,
why is that happening? But we're not going to get into that. I'm going to save that for the spell breaker content. I don't want to get Abu in trouble, even though,
I'm already in trouble, brother. I really am. But I'm of the mindset now that since I'm retiring, I can let everything fly at this point.
Oh boy, there we go with the retirement.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming fast.
Yeah,
man.
we know.
But
it's just important to remember: speak your truth, Speak your truth while you still can.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say. All of these people getting demonetized, all these people getting kicked off of here and kicked off there just for saying something. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, so you might as well go out speeching.
Mr. Tickle Trunk, salute, brother. Yeah,
Mr. Tickle Trunk, what's happening? What's up, Becky?
Hey, Island Girl, so happy to see you. Phil TMNT, my brother.
What up, Phil?
Oh man,
What's going on?
Oh, let's get this show on the road.
By the way, just a quick disclaimer before we continue. We got
a lot of disclaimers tonight. Boy.
Well, I just want to make sure that we get this. We are quite literally 1 month away from the Dark Council meetup next year. Next month in October. So if you're in the New York City area, make sure you come through and say hi.
Yeah, we may have a very, very quick Dark Counting. Oh, jeez, I'm tired. Dark Council meeting after the show because we got to talk about the meetup. Speaking of which, but yeah, meetup is coming up soon, everybody. So you know me, I can't wait to see your smiling and beautiful faces, and we having a ball just like we did when we was at Times Square. Man, we getting ready to duplicate it again. So let's see what we got here. Oops. Okay, here we go.
Hey, did y'all see Thrawn? Did y'all see what?
Oh, we're gonna be talking about that. Don't worry. I just wanted to.
By the way, I want to make sure you understand me. I'm still not watching this, but I can see everything that's happening on Twitter. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Or X.
Same thing over here. Ahsoka review. Now, I don't know about Jack Seal, but he looked like somebody that would like Ahsoka, but obviously my man is just, how should we say, going scorched earth. My man said, despite great potential for its all-female trio, the girl bosses, the latest space series takes our interest in the franchise for granted. Even the David Tennant voice droid is a missed opportunity. God damn. Do we read it? Star Wars TV show has reached a point. It reached a point that was passed by Marvel superhero series a while ago. Franchise fans still thirstily slurping. Yummy. Yeah, slurping down every new one in full. But the casual viewers no longer have the room in their schedule to blindly commit. It's not even just the casual viewers. It's the diehard fans that roll with George Lucas for decades. That can't commit to this nonsense. So is Ahsoka a crossover thrill like Andor? Yeah, Andor's the shit, baby. The Mandalorian, season 1 and 2, the last few episodes of the Book of Boba Fett, or most recently, Mando and all of Obi-Wan Kenobi. After the opening double bill, introducing the new adventures of Ahsoka, blah, blah, blah. We really don't know. Ahsoka had plenty of flickers of what made Andor and the early Mandalorian such a ride. Well, like I said, Mandalorian came out of nowhere. It was entertaining. I mean, I'm not calling it the greatest show on earth. It was pretty good for what it was until they dropped the ball with the whole, Baby Yoda merch gimmick, but whatever. So Andor is, for me, is still up the top of Disney stuff. And then that says a lot. But it suffers from the same syndrome that made bad Star Wars. Bad. So in all the franchise lore, it keeps taking our interest for granted. That's for goddamn sure. Our heroine is a former apprentice.
Yo, Lorena killing me right now. Sorry.
Listen, I can't be as entertaining.
No, you got to see what she just wrote.
I'm almost scared. Oh my God!
Thrawn looked like somebody dipped him in a porta potty.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to your boy. Now, Then check this out, party people. Check this out. Now, who hasn't followed her master to the dark side, right? Because the chick left the fucking Jedi Order, before everything went to shit. But but what was she doing the entire time? Who the hell knows? But now all of a sudden she's back in the mix. So she's hard to pin down, which isn't ideal for a lead character. She's some sort of a mentor, fucking death wish Charles Bronson vigilante, the fixer. She cuts a calm but stern figure, in an era of fragile progress. The monstrous galactic empire has fallen, but fears of imminent revival, well-founded, blase blah. Ahsoka's quest is to neutralize the Grand Admiral Thrawn, an exiled Empire stalwart. And then she learned that an arcane map can reveal his hiding place, with two malign mercenaries who seem to be using Jedi-like blah, 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 blah. So Ahsoka's setting a you know what? Fuck all that. Let's get to the real part. All right, blase blah. The potential for this all-female trio is for a nuisance, character-driven take on space capers as the material. Ahsoka and Auntie Hera is my favorite for obvious reasons.
Isn't that Obi-Wan's his wife in real life, right?
It is.
Obi-Wan,
I salute you. Your wife.
Yes, it is. Yeah. The actress, yes.
Yeah, your wife got a little cake there. I like that. That's the only thing good. Sabine, wild warrior talents. Ahsoka a little bit too inscrutable. Sometimes she has an air for a sitcom model. Oh, shit. Folding her arms in mute exasperation at the foolishness around her. Everybody does that. Hera's main discernible. Oh, okay. Her main discernible trait so far is that she got a green face. The dynamic is there, but not that the show forgoes spectacular action. Sabine's impulsiveness means like that a hover bike drool or running chase is never far away. Ahsoka regularly shows off her cool tricks of fighting. What cool? You know what? We'll talk about that. Her lightsaber held in reverse grip, trying to do trips and bustling pores. Meanwhile, lends the action of a bit of Andor-esque. Stop trying to make this shit look like it's Andor. It's nowhere near Andor. None. So anyway,
that's a low bar.
Well, my bar is a different. It's in a different realm, but don't even come on now. I mean, the acting alone in Andor just runs circles around that dumb shit. All right, where it becomes apparent that although the gaff is no longer run by the Empire, not everybody who runs it has seen the light, blah, blah, blah. Tenet is often left trying to say unfunny lines in a funny voice. Who else? And that's pretty much, with notes of P.G. Woodhouse, Jeeves, and Red Dwarf Crichton. But in a show where the scene needs to establish things, the characters often stand there directly, dryly discussing that thing, show don't tell, being another writing rule that hasn't survived the trip across the cosmos. Ouch. Like everything in Ahsoka, he could be so much better if he was allowed to cut loose and entertain you. Well, what can I say, true believers? This is where we at. This is the state of Star Wars. We getting bland and uninteresting episodes week after week. And the only high part was people blowing their load to Anakin, which at the end of the day, he wasn't even there. He was a figment of Ahsoka's imagination underwater that she breathed for maybe 30, 45 minutes. Unless she's Aqua Woman, I don't see her coming back up from that. And please don't tell me that she used the Force the entire time to stop her breathing. She ain't that. She ain't on that advanced level. But I digress. So let's
It just seems to be a show of gimmicks. It just seems to be a show of gimmicks. It's like every week tune in to see, what was it? Last week it was Anakin. This week it was Ezra, whatever, Thrawn. And I'm with Demanjanai. I'm not even watching this, but you can't help but see on Twitter, the different articles and stuff like that. And it just seems like that's all it is. It's a bunch of gimmicks. and people are falling for it. Abu
is
there
gone.
he is.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of using the watch party that our lovely producer has been, how should we say, taking one for the team week after week. I mean, I'm shocked that in this one that I'm watching the watch party and I'm like, okay, is the liquor coming out? Is the liquor coming out? I mean,
Well, I had an excuse as to why I could not drink. I got my Invisalign braces yesterday. Forgot that I had them in while I was doing the watch party, so I couldn't drink. So I was extra salty. Let's put it like that.
I heard it in your voice.
Can anybody tell me what's been going on? Like, Lorraine, since you've been watching it, can you give us a quick synopsis of the last? So I see they've had pictures of Thrawn, and I'm like, so I'll be first to admit I did not read the Heir to the Empire, but I know who Thrawn is. I know who he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a problem. Like, Thrawn is supposed to be a problem, and the way it's like I get you want to bring Thrawn back, and there's supposed to be some time, I guess, in between in but he was, when we last seen Thrawn, he was like in shape. Like, why is he not in shape now? Like, you would think somebody who's a commanding leader who does the stuff that he does is going to be constantly doing drills. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's trying to take back the Empire.
The only thing Thrawn looked like he was going to take back was somebody's tray at the all-you-can-eat buffet. All right.
Yeah, I noticed that.
All right.
I was like, man, my man need to hit the gym or something.
This what you gonna do to my boy? You're gonna make him, look like
COVID weight.
I just made him look overweight, and then the makeup job. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Star Wars used to be the epitome of whenever they would do aliens or even humanoids, there was an extreme attention to detail, to the prosthetics, to the makeup, to everything. So it looked like, is that real? Is it not real? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it looks like Thrawn, they dipped him in the porta potty and
he
just
was
had
so
the
ugly.
grease all over his
Ooh, he was ugly.
I couldn't.
I was trying to be nice in terms of his looks, but I said to myself,
no.
They could have put a little bit more money in the prosthetics or the special effects or something.
I want to like this show, but they always kill me with the corniness. When they got on the ship and all the stormtroopers was like, Thrawn.
Yeah.
Thrawn. I said, come on, bruh.
And he walking around with his hands behind his back, pot belly.
Well, and that's the thing.
Just came back from a barbecue.
Like saying, Palpatine.
Exactly.
Know, right?
So hold on. So that's exactly what I was saying. Like, you would think about in conscious of how when they showed the Emperor in Return of the Jedi, when
it was quiet in that joint.
People was like,
yeah, they were
supposed to be afraid.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be afraid. This dude, that's more intimidating than have people like I get when he took over, when he changed the Republic to the Empire, that was like it was more of a beginning. He was rallying the people, right? They went, in episode 3. So you can see them cheering for Palpatine because they're like, oh, we lost the Jedi turned on us, and I'm gonna make the Galactic Empire the first empire, and we're gonna set everything straight. So I can see the senators, everybody rallying towards him because that was a rallying cry. But once he took over, you realize what an iron fist the Emperor was. Like, no, that's not how that worked. You take away from it when you're doing stuff like that.
Lord Commander, when I watched that scene, I'm not gonna lie. Before that, I was kind of into it, but when they got to that Thrawn, I was like, damn. Why did they?
That's why I ain't watching.
Man?
This
Is
why I
it Star
watch
Wars or
WWE?
WWE? Which one is it?
Thank you. Because all I was saying is that he's going to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. He's got Sabine in his eyesight.
Damn, man. Every time something dope happens, some corny follow right after.
Dude,
It's-
the whole dialogue that he's saying is just so
Wait, he's saying it?
uninspiring, man. It's
You mean he said? Oh,
he
I thought
doesn't
he-
even
He's
sound
I
like
thought you
he's a
said he's
menace.
saying. I was like, wait, what?
He don't even sound menacing.
he don't sound menacing. He don't.
Yeah, he just like.
Wait, does he even have an
really?
accent?
Yeah, he got an accent.
Yeah, he talking to the Night Sisters like, oh, really? Oh.
But he
Oh,
sounds
I
like
saw
he's
they
from
had the
England.
Night Sisters in there too, right?
Yeah, he sounds like he British though, bro.
Yeah, that like he's a butler. he's the head
He's
butler.
British, bro. He's British. A British blue guy with red eyes. With a
Now this
wig
dude
on.
got hired because he was the original voice, right? Or he voice acted on the show.
Oh, okay, he was the original guy.
And
I
some-
didn't know that.
I think
So
he
that's
voice
what they-
acted
that's what they
Thrawn
did?
in Rebels.
So
Yeah,
that
I didn't
made
see
it
Rebels, but this is what
automatically
I've heard.
that you had to bring him in.
This was a wrong call. You know what I mean?
So my
It's
thing
like,
is,
you know, go ahead.
no, go ahead. You
No, I was just gonna say there's a difference between the voice acting and actually doing it in real life. The difference between, say, like phone sex and actually having sex in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you can talk a good game on the phone, but are you going to be able to get down in real life? You know what I
In
mean?
real life,
So
yes,
that's
sir.
so so basically that's what they did. They just put him in there just because, you know, he voiced the cartoon. But that
Now,
was a bad call to have him in real life, though.
did they
Yeah.
did they put other people from the cartoon in there? No,
Yeah,
it was
and-
just him.
Look, I'm lost, but because this joint is right out of the Rebels show. I never seen Rebels, but I'm doing
Yes.
my Google research. This is straight out of the cartoon, bro.
Yeah,
and I don't-
know.
Now, to me, I don't think it's translating right. It just don't feel that way.
No,
even though
because
I
Dave
never seen.
Filoni is a cartoon creator. He is not a live action creator.
No,
okay?
that
Oh no,
is
not
no,
allowed.
no!
that
He,
is
he studied
abundantly
under
apparent.
Ryan Johnson. Remember, Ryan Johnson took
Ryan
him
Johnson's
under his
a
wing.
douchebag.
Yeah, but he was bragging about that. Ryan Johnson trained me.
And the only thing I want to say this right here. I want to ruffle some feathers real quick.
Here you go.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers.
Ruffle some feathers,
now,
bro.
I love Rosario and all that stuff like this here, but why did you not put Ashley Eckstein in? If you're gonna put Thrawn's actor, you should put Ashley in there as a
Bro, she wasn't even in this episode, the new one. She wasn't even in there, bro. Isn't this her show? Is this
Maybe
her
they were
show
smart
or-
enough. Oh yeah,
Nah.
well they did a Boba Fett, right? They had the episode without her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they did.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah.
only at the very beginning with the robot, and
That's
then
it.
they did this stupid thing where he's reciting long ago in a galaxy far away.
What?
That's a
That
thing
was
now.
so cheap.
Now
It
you're
was-
actually
Wait.
Abu, that's
Did
what
he-
I was saying.
I'm
It's
sorry,
that-
because
they
I have not been
literally
watching
they
this.
literally
Did they
had
literally
the
have him say
robot.
that?
Yeah,
Yes.
the robot
Oh.
literally said that.
Yes, they
That's
did,
what I'm saying,
Damaj
D.
and I went off when I saw that.
D, that's what I'm saying.
I-
It's cheesy. This is a cheesy
Bro,
show.
just hearing that had me
cheesy.
like this.
Well, I can actually feel my life essence draining from me as I watch this.
My life essence
We
was
did a
fucking draining.
Unbelievable.
the George Lucas. We need to get him on that.
One more
Well,
time.
I can actually feel my life essence draining from me as I watch this.
He probably was watching the Ahsoka episode. He was like,
Man.
God, please. just-
Now, y'all help me to this.
Oh, God, kill me.
Y'all help me to this. The witches. Do the witches come from Rebels too, or do they come from the video game?
Rebels. It had to come from Rebels.
Well, the witches, to be fair, that's one of the things they plucked from the EU, because the Dathomir witches existed in the EU. They did.
Okay. Because
They did.
I only
This
seen the
is- this is
witches
their
in that video
twisted-
game.
This is the same thing as with Thrawn. This is a Disney's twisted version of Thrawn, and this is Disney's twisted version of the Dathomir witches.
But
Because what's the name? Asajj Ventress, they retcon her to be Dathomirian, whatever how you would say.
Who?
it.
Oh, she come from that race?
Yeah, that's what they put it. But in the original lore, like in the Gindi Tarataski one, that's not where she's from.
Oh, gotcha.
She's not.
And that's
that-
You know
my favorite
something? This
Clone
is a
Wars.
messed up take, but honestly, I'm ready to just ditch it all. You know what I mean? Anything outside of the first 6, I ain't trying to hear about or trying to see anymore. It's got so convoluted at this point. You know, everybody's arguing about this, arguing about that, and all that. It's just stick to the actual source material and the spirit of it that made it so special in the first place.
Well, they're not going to do that.
It's just way too complicated at this point.
They're not going to do that, Mark, because they're smarter than everybody here on this panel. You know, the people, again, I gotta reiterate this. You understand the people that y'all dumping on Disney are the people that made Star Wars worth the $4.5 billion you spent for it. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have wanted to buy it. So why do you keep trying to dump on the people who's telling you this isn't right? I don't understand that.
But you know something, you got all of these people who saying that it is right, because at this point, I would say that Dave Filoni has successfully hijacked Star Wars. You are now dealing with the Filoniverse. That's what it is.
Yes.
Everything has been redefined. I read an article today talking about how the Jedi now distinguish between who was trained in the temple and who was trained in the wild. All right. Now that's something I would love to get Callus's opinion on, because now, yeah, you got the bastard Jedis, I guess, which would be Luke. You know what I mean? Like, Lorraine, did you see that? It's something like the Boken Jedi they were talking about.
Boken
Jedi?
Like, where did this come from?
I guess they Bokens. They Boken Jedi.
I'd heard something like that. It's I put it like, now it's like the Force is a participation trophy. You get to be force sensitive. You get to be force sensitive.
The distinction was made that if you were trained in the temple, you were an Orthodox Jedi. If you were trained outside of the temple in the wild somewhere, you're a Boken Jedi. That would
so they have a
Lucas
caste system now?
Yes. I was going to make a video about this. I probably still will.
In the great race of the Majinai.
There you go.
Apparently, this is something that the Ray Stevenson character was talking about. The distinguished, like, between the Jedi.
Yeah.
So I don't know without seeing it, but this is what I heard.
Mark, I can't wrap my mind around this right here. How many freaking Jedi survived that night?
That's what I'm saying.
This dude right here was in the temple. Ray Stevenson character.
Yeah, that's something that kind of caught me off guard, because I'm like, okay.
Oh, so they said he was literally in the temple.
Yes,
the temple too.
Sure, he was in the bathroom with his brother.
Okay.
Yep.
How did he become a Jedi?
Who actually died in Order 66?
Nobody.
Don't look like nobody did.
Okay.
They made it up.
That's a much shorter list, it seems.
Fake news.
I want.
At this point, Mace Windu is the only one who got killed that day.
He's probably going to come back, like, Mark. He's probably going to come back. I'm telling you, they're probably going to do it. Here's the deal. Okay, I will accept when Yoda and Obi-Wan went to the temple to change the code to tell people to stay away, that there will be Jedi that survive. I understand that. However, here's what I will not take. This is what I'm not taking. Too many people who were literally at the temple who survived the temple. That part's supposed to, like, if they're supposed to be finishing, you were in that temple. If you were not Obi-Wan or Yoda, you're dead. Like, you got Reva surviving, you got Baby Yoda surviving. Now you got this guy surviving. What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on, like, I can stomach.
Longer deadly, so it's easier to survive now. We've already seen that. Lightsabers don't just kill people anymore.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, how Reva going to survive the lightsaber stab when she was a kid, and like when you were a kid, your organs are small.
Don't forget that she went halfway across the galaxy with a hole in her stomach.
Yep.
With
through the desert.
Got to Tatooine, crossed the fucking desert just to find Luke, and then by the time she's ready to croak, she finds Luke, and then her tears coming down her eyes, and she saw Jesus.
Bro, she didn't just find Luke; she chased him through the desert, bro. That's the thing. She chased him. She's bleeding out, and she's chasing some kid through the desert like Home Alone. Come on, bro.
And then they're gonna knock him out so he didn't see a lightsaber. So that when he sees a lightsaber from Obi-Wan, oh, what is this? Like, listen, okay.
This is.
And can somebody help me out with this right here? Ezra. Now I don't know nothing about him. Is he supposed to be like top tier Jedi or something?
Ezra is supposed to be. Like he's not a Jedi either. He's not a Jedi because they
you
keep,
can't tell that a couple of episodes ago that he was well versed in the Force. I mean, Sabine was sitting up there like praising him, like, yes, he did the training, but didn't he train her or something like that?
Kanan trained her, but Kanan wasn't even a real Jedi. He got knighted through some convoluted way.
Who the hell is Kanan? Is that a Rebels thing?
Yeah, it is a Rebels thing.
Basically,
Kanan was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. That's the voice.
Yeah, he voiced that character. That's why I couldn't even watch that.
Ezra had training, and so I see what you said, C4. But here's the thing: Ezra had training, so did Ahsoka. Neither one of them are Jedi. You have to Luke.
They're Padawans.
Everybody keep bringing up Luke as an example. As Luke was trained by the former Grand Master. If anybody can give you the title of knight, is Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda said, "No more do I have to train you. You have to just confront Vader." Luke is an actual Jedi. Okay,
it doesn't matter anymore. No, they killed the Jedi.
I understand that, but here's the deal: you can't keep telling me, "Oh, Ahsoka's a Jedi," because she did not get the formal. She did not graduate. Okay, let's put it like this: she didn't graduate. So you can say, "Oh, I went to high school to 12th grade, but I dropped out at 12." You're not a high school graduate then. That's exactly what that would be. That's the same thing with Ahsoka and with freaking Ezra, because Kanan died before he became a freaking. He could say he's a knight.
Okay, so who dope, Kanan or Ezra?
Kanan
Which
is
one?
dead.
Okay, so is Ezra pretty dope with the lightsaber?
By the way, no, Ezra ain't that nice. And by the way, what's her name? Hera's son is Kanan's son. So if
okay, who the freak is Hera?
Green chick.
Problem. This is the problem.
That's the problem. I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah, I know.
This is the problem of the show. Yeah. They made the mistake of thinking that people give a damn about Rebels.
Yeah,
they don't. Exactly. Most people don't.
Right. I never got into Rebels because it looked like.
Watched it.
Mark, I never did get into Rebels because it looked like a pre-K show. It looked like pre-K.
I only watched one episode of Rebels.
I watched all of it because I didn't mind.
Kanan was driving me nuts. I found out it was Freddie Prinze Jr. and I said, "Fuck them and fuck them all." That was it.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that animation.
You know who's having the best year ever? Dave Filoni is having the best year ever because he gets to see his piece of shit characters being translated into real life. You know, so he's getting off on all of this. He's getting off on his own supply. You know what I mean? So he's like, "Oh, yay! This is just an accomplishment."
It was as well. I guess anybody in Rebels, but Thrawn wasn't his.
It was his show, though. You know what I mean? It's his show. It was his little cartoon that he's translating into live action.
But then you know what Disney's going to do.
Mouth in some old clips, which was doctored, by the way. So obviously there's more to it. But he keeps running his mouth on and on about how George Lucas didn't make the EU canon and such and so forth. And I'm saying to myself, dude, he's running the company. Everything goes through the maker. If he says it's okay to publish or to make a story like that, then that means it is a continuation of what he owns and approves of. So we have 3 to 4 decades of EU lore between the books, the comic books, whatever other thing comes down the pipeline.
But this is what they're doing with this stuff.
But now that the property is in Disney's hands, and
just get to my point.
They don't have to follow what was already established for people that myself, Mark, and you, and everybody else that was here for 3 decades, close to 4 now. So, and I said this in a tweet, and I said, listen, you keep missing the point why people can't stand this shit. Because we had decades of knowledge, of books, of everything else that was there, that was cemented. And now you get to dip into the things that was cemented for decades, and you can pick and cherry pick and take and do whatever you want with it. And then you're going to call yourself, we're moving into a new timeline. Or now we can tell a real organic story instead of, as Dave Filoni was saying, the stuff that we had before. It really wasn't canon, and we really need something that actually will go through towards the future.
You make an excellent point, but I'm gonna tell you how it is. Simple and plain. You got George Lucas Star Wars. They take George Lucas Star Wars and dip it in bullshit. And when it comes out, it's Disney-fied.
Yeah.
So, like D talking about Thrawn was before Dave Filoni, it doesn't matter because they're going to make Thrawn into what they want.
Mr.
You know what I mean?
Obviously so.
Yeah. Tickle Trunk hits it right on the head. Disney doesn't want to pay royalties to the books. So they say the EU isn't canon. And they steal the stuff anyway. Right. So
that's what they do.
Why the fuck do you want to dip into something that you don't pay royalty to? Because quite frankly, it's still a nothing but a coin in a bucket. Y'all making money, right? You a conglomerate. Y'all can't spend a couple of $100 or maybe $1,000. Shit, you get money from the baby Yoda merch.
So to quote our good friend Raging Rhino, how do you decanonize something that was never canon? Think about that.
But
how do you decanonize something that wasn't canon?
Watch this though. When I watched the new episode, this is the feeling that I got. Okay, when I saw them all throughout the episodes trying to find Ezra, I don't know nothing about Ezra, but this is the vibes I got. They're trying to make Ezra like he the chosen one. Now, D, I remember what you just said earlier.
That's a goddamn lie, Fatal.
You said
goddamn lie. Ahsoka is the chosen one.
But check this out, though. D said Ezra is not a factor. He's not even a cold Jedi. But when I watched that new episode, everybody is trying to seek this guy out. Now, what that sound like? Everybody was trying to seek Luke out.
I like how fake Thrawn was grilling Sabine. And it's like, what is it? The young man that you're looking for. His name is Ezra Bridger or something like that.
Yeah.
Who is he related to you? He's just a friend. He's just a friend to me. In my head, I wanted Thrawn to say, no, shh, he's your lover.
And by the way, real talk. This is the thing that they was even saying in the chat just now, how Dave Filoni don't even keep his own canon straight, because in Rebels. So one thing I will say, this is the one thing I will say, that the last thing I really watched from Disney from front to beginning was Rebels. In Rebels, Ezra had it bad for Sabine. He liked her. Let's not mince words. He liked her. And in this one, we're just friends. He wanted all of Sabine back.
D, when she finally found him, right? She was looking dead in his eyes. He had his eyes locked on her. I was like, oh, they get ready to pop up. And then it just like, help me out, Loretta.
I thought they was lovers.
They met and then they did like the church side hug kind of.
I was saying to myself, damn, he hugging her real tight though. Got the titties all scrunched up. Might as well grab the ass while he was doing it. Shoot, that's his lover. I keep telling y'all, man.
Yeah, that's what they make it seem like.
Y'all missing all the clues.
They making it seem like they just friends, you know. They're just good friends.
They just good friends.
I know. Wait, that's what I'm saying. Ezra liked Sabine. I didn't say she necessarily liked him back.
She liked him. She liked him.
Yeah, but
the nonsense and the hoops that she did just to go find him.
Yeah, exactly. This man right here is on to something. Mark, I notice Mark keeps saying Dave Filoni is having a great year. Mark, you know what they're gonna do, right? With Dave Filoni, you know what's coming next, because everybody
say it, Fatal.
Everybody hyping it up like this is just the dopest of all time, and it's saving Star Wars. You know that Dave Filoni Star Wars movie is coming, right? You know that Dave Filoni Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's coming,
and that's going to be the one. That's gonna be the
Tyga said
one.
he's not having his Star Wars movie anymore. It's gone.
Because you know Taika Waititi is out.
Yep.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's out. He's out.
out.
Yeah. You
I
know,
guess
that was supposed to be the next one.
I guess that Thor: Love and Thunder was too much to take.
But it's something going on at Lucasfilm where they announce these big directors, and then these directors drop out. What's going on?
They don't want to deal with Lucasfilm. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not allowed to like do what they want to do.
Yeah.
There's no real incentive to be creative. You just gotta be a company person.
That's what happened with
And
Colin
that's the problem.
Trevorrow. He was going to make Luke the main star, even though he died in Last Jedi. He was.
Well, he wasn't supposed to. That was Ryan Johnson's F up. He should
Colin
not died in
Trevorrow,
that.
if you read that script that Colin Trevorrow was going to come out, that was going to be a dope movie, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they told him, "Hey, man, we don't want you on this project." And brought.
But it all
Ryan
makes
Johnson
sense
back.
now. It all makes sense why they love Ryan Johnson so much, because he's the one who wrote into his script that it was time for the Jedi to end. And everything we've seen since then has been determined to end the Jedi. And now what you see here going on in real time on this show is the end of the Jedi. Everything the Jedi stands for, everything that makes them special, mystical, elite, you know, all of it it's been destroyed.
So,
and I'm not even talking figuratively.
So what?
Well,
now
you know what's crazy, and they're saying that Sabine is supposed to be a Jedi without the Force. Like, how's that
That's
work?
what I'm talking about.
How's that
How
work?
does that mean?
How does that work? Somebody please explain to me. Make that make sense. First off,
And you can have the Force without being a Jedi.
She is a Mandalorian. The Mandalorians are the natural enemy. They even said it in their own. This is what I'm telling you. They don't even keep checking their own stuff. They said it in their own freaking show in the Mandalorian that they are a natural enemy. When he says, "Oh, they're one of our enemies." When he found the child, right? He says, "Oh, the mystical Jedi they used to be our enemies." They're such a problem for the Jedi that they used a Mandalorian clone to be their doom. Think about that. Why does she need to be a Jedi?
Yup.
Let me ask you a question. Was they training her in the Rebels cartoon?
No, she just had the Darksaber. The Darksaber was created by a Mandalorian who did become a Jedi back in thousands of years ago. But no other Mandalorian. But there was a rift between the Mandalorians and the Jedi. So no other Mandalorians technically were Jedis. So whoever had that Darksaber was the leader of the clan. So Sabine ended up getting it. All it was about was just fighting with the Darksaber. It wasn't like you had the Force. She didn't need that. She's a Mandalorian.
Whatever happened to the other chick that had it though? What's her name?
Bo-Katan?
Yeah,
she gave it to her.
Okay.
Sabine gave it to her.
So is that before the Mandalorian timeline?
Yeah. That's why she was so crazy to get the sword back. Because she lost it to what's his name? Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. Okay. This Ahsoka sounds like a complete mess though. I can't follow it. It has some pretty cool scenes, but for the most part, it's corny. It's a corny show.
I'm just in amaze at just how badly they're just using existing stuff that we've had for decades, inserting it into their shows to try to form some coherent story going forward that now they don't have to, adhere to other people's views on the actual story timeline and the lore and everything else. And they can make whatever they want to make, however they want to do it, including saying that you could be a Jedi without using the Force or without real proper training as a master and apprentice, as an order. Everybody is just winging it.
Abo, you're absolutely right, bro. Abo,
winging it.
Abo, let me ask you a question, man. From Last Jedi, what's the first one? The first sequel movie.
Oh, the Force
Awakens.
From the Force Awakens all the way to the Ahsoka show, how many surviving Jedi you can estimate have we been introduced to?
Dave Filoni wants to stick in.
Do you think we've got more than 10 that survived?
More
It's
than that, because
fatal. We're
Ahsoka's gonna
supposed to
need
have.
either allies or enemies to
So-
fight.
Yeah, I'm talking about even the ones that turn evil. How many Jedi survived the temple?
Well,
Just
shit,
the temple.
Reva
There should be
survived.
there should be
So,
nobody
yeah,
surviving the
it's-
temple. First off, let's break this down. Every general who had a squadron should be dead. Everybody at the temple should be dead. Simple.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what.
Yeah.
Now,
But-
again, there should be some surviving Jedi, but there should not be. They should be in hiding, even to this day, in hiding because they gave up on that stuff.
Now, D, you on to
do
something?
Luke's- if you're going to do Luke's version, which would have been proper, then you would say he rallied the Jedi back. Then you could say, okay, there's more Jedi. Like he would bring them back. But as of right now,
But not from the temple, though.
No, but I'm just saying that right now they made Luke into basically a nobody. What's happening right now in this Ahsoka show should be about Luke. Ahsoka should have been dead when she fought Anakin. Okay, done. This should be about Luke. It should be about Luke rallying the Jedi and getting all the surviving Jedi that didn't come back. That's what he should be collecting. How Vader was out hunting to kill Jedi, Luke should be hunting to recruit Jedi. That's what should be happening right now.
But all of this, because it just popped into my head. So this story is before the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian.
That's a good question.
It's during the Mandalorian. It's not. It's during it.
Really?
When she, because
okay,
remember,
so
that's right. Because Ahsoka
when she fought that lady with the staff.
Oh,
that's
okay,
that lady.
That's right. Okay, so now here's my new question. So you're doing all of this, but no mention of Luke, no mention of
Leia.
You know what
no
I'm
mention
saying?
of
Leia,
no mention
nothing.
of OED. Nobody. These are the people that should be.
Oh, because this is before the sequel trilogy too, huh?
Yes.
Everybody was alive. Everybody was alive, but they acting like it. Because if Thrawn was all of that, he should be worrying about
they messed
the
up.
New Republic, and Luke Skywalker.
They acted like this show is after the sequel trilogy, bro. That's what they acting like. But it's before the sequel trilogy.
It's before the
D
sequel
and
trilogy.
Abu, y'all absolutely right. They should be seeking out Luke Skywalker because he's
100%.
He in his prime right now, bro.
Literally rebuilding the Jedi Order, but the Dark Sisters or whatever the fuck they are, they sitting up here using magical balls to hold on Sabine, and they worried about the Rebels crew. They're a bunch of nobodies. Nobody. They had 4 seasons of nobody missions until Dave Filoni started throwing Thrawn into the cartoon, and then you had to bring Darth Vader into it and Ahsoka because that's Dave Filoni's baby, you know. So Darth Vader was still alive in Rebels. So yeah, put all the cameos in there, every last one of them. But now that we got Rebels 2.0, the live action show, because that's all this shit is. It's Rebels 2.0. It's not Ahsoka. It's Rebels co-starring Ahsoka.
We got in the chat, they said they did mention Leia as a senator. Okay, that's great.
They did.
Mentioning her doesn't mean nothing. Ahsoka is a nobody. I'm gonna say this again. Right now. Forget about what we know. I want anybody in this chat to just randomly, if you wanted to, ask somebody on the street who Ahsoka Tano is. And then I want you to conversely ask somebody who is Luke Skywalker. You're going to get a big different answer from any random person on the street. Ahsoka is a nobody, okay? I like Ahsoka as a character, but her time is up. You're putting her in a place where it should be Luke. That's the part that's why I have a problem.
The new Disney canon is just because they ain't got the High Republic to fall back on no more. So they got to have something that's in their own veins that they could use and profit off of.
They said the High Republic is over, right?
It's
over?
Done. I've been told motherfuckers that this shit is done. I mean, you got a rock driving a ship? What the fuck is that? You got androgynous Jedis, and then you made Yoda is the person that
to be fair,
what did they say Yoda? They said he was responsible for all the shit that went down.
Yeah. To be fair, we have Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant her show is coming up, which is supposed to be the end of the High Republic. The Acolyte is supposed to be part of the High Republic.
I don't
Are
think
they
it's gonna
actually
make it.
gonna pull that out?
Yeah, I don't think that's
honestly,
gonna come out.
bro,
I
I
don't
want them
think
to
it's
put
gonna-
that shit out.
I don't
I
think
want
it's
that.
gonna
I
come out.
want that out so I can want that.
They said there's a lot of people saying, like a lot of people that's in secretly know about Lucasfilm and all that. They keep saying that joint ain't gonna come out.
Nah, man, they gonna
They said
treat
it ain't
that
gonna
shit
come
like
out.
Willow. It's good. Just stay there. Nobody gonna fuck with that. Come on now. They already in enough trouble. Shit, Disney is losing money. They up
They
there
need
trying to
to.
sell properties left and right. Come
They
on,
need
man.
to.
We got time to keep losing money. Why you think the Marvels? Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
They said the Marvel's gonna do bad too.
Sanjo, Frank,
Oh, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, the Marvels.
What's
yeah.
that? The
It's a
Marvels.
lot of money. to be
Marvels,
lost, man.
that's gonna suck.
Yeah, I was just watching Ripple before this. He said that they dropped $270 million on that movie.
Yes.
What?
That's
Holy
how much
First
they
it was
spent.
reported
270 million, and that trailer looked
Wait.
trash.
Wait,
Oh,
but
I
wait, they
cannot
first
wait.
said it was 130 million.
A
Yeah,
lot of suckage.
And then they got
Lot of
called out
suckage.
on that.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? This is a great time to do this thing that people used to do back in the day. It's called opening up a book and reading. You know what I mean? Because TV sucks now. TV sucks.
no, top. I will say I want to give something that gave some props. One Piece was amazing. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
All
But you
right.
know why One Piece is amazing? Because
Because it's based off of the anime. I know.
Yep.
And by the way, Lorena, where you at? Because I'm at episode 28 of 1075.
That's what I was telling. I was telling Mark
number
that.
10.
Mark said I'm supposed to get into the
Oh.
manga. I said you got a lot of
Let me-
reading to do, buddy, because it never
Let me
stops.
tell you something. The part they took in season 1, it's like you can see where the anime is. I mean, they definitely condensed it for the live action. But I'm telling you, it was. I'm hooked. I'm
Still
sold.
haven't
They
seen
sold
it. I
me.
need to see it. I've
Mm.
been so busy. I need to see it. Everybody
It
talking about
is.
this dope.
Sit down and watch it because it is that good.
It's
Now,
good.
is it a
It's really
movie
good.
or is it episodes?
No, it's
episodes.
live.
8
It's episodes.
Okay, how many? 8?
Live action.
8.
8.
And they are hour
And
long.
they do the most. They do
Yeah.
the most with each episode. Unlike
Yes.
this crap Ahsoka, where they
Yeah.
wasted. What was it? It's supposed to be 8 episodes, right?
8
And it
episodes.
took them
of
something like
nothing.
5 episodes to start it going. Even
Mhm.
And then they went and they took 2
They-
steps back. They took 2
Yeah.
steps back behind that shit.
with One Piece, they did it perfectly because they utilized flashbacks to understand each character's
Correct.
motivations, so you could feel for them, where they were coming from, why they made the decisions that they made. That's good storytelling.
Yep.
What we're getting with Ahsoka is you just got to watch Rebels.
Yeah, that's
That's all.
dumb.
You don't understand it because you don't watch
understand.
Rebels.
You have
And then
to
the
watch
and the
see,
last
they've been giving Drunk a
season
hard
of the
time
Clone
about that.
Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
I mean,
Bad Batch too.
Not
Throw
watching
that
no
in there.
freaking
That's a
Rebels.
Dave Filoni production.
Look,
I'm not
You-
watching Rebels. I'm never going to watch
Yeah, I'm
Rebels.
I'm
so-
never gonna watch it either.
So that's why I said, I got to give Lord Callis his props because he told me, Mark, you don't need to watch this. And that
Yeah.
was all I needed to hear.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hell
The
no, I'm not
only
going back.
person that was even remotely interesting that I would really sit down and watch is Sif Daddy Ray Stevenson.
Balin. Yes.
Balin. He's the only
And
one that
unfortunately,
has the
we're not going to
gravitas.
get any more with
We ain't
him.
gonna get no
He's
more of
gone.
him. Lord, the rest
Yeah.
his soul. But we
I
ain't gonna get
know.
no more of him.
I know. I'm
and
sad.
another thing, Mark, to piggyback what you said about One Piece, the one thing that One Piece had very good, they had good villains. That was what
Yes.
they had everybody's villain, like their respective villain, worked for them. And my favorite dude, because he's almost like an anti-hero, is freaking Hawkeye. That's my dude. Like I like that guy. Yo, just that
Okay,
sword
which-
he has is great. I love
Which
that,
one is he now?
that
The-
sword.
Was he the one that was going up
he's
against
sword-
Zoro?
Yes. Yeah. He's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
villain.
yeah. He's the breakout. Everyone's talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
And he's
stuff.
great in the
man.
anime too.
I'm
He's
still
great
in
in
the
the
midst
anime.
of the anime. I'm actually watching I guess the first show where they have so many seasons. I'm actually going through that. I'm at episode 30 right now.
Good luck, because it keeps going.
I know it does.
Yeah.
But
I
see,
does.
that's what shows you that they did something good because, like with me, I never would have looked at the anime or anything like that. But because the show was so good, I'm like, yo, I can see how they were interpreting this, and I'm like, this show's got to be good, you know, the anime. So that's the reason why I dove in.
I tell everybody, pay attention to the Japanese. Whatever is popping over there is gonna come over the water, and it's gonna be popping over here. The Japanese on or something, man.
But
they love One Piece, bro.
But I guess they doing the shit right because they making sure you ain't gonna bastardize our shit.
And that's the other thing
American,
too. With One Piece, they have the original creators heavily involved.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you.
It wasn't just in name
it wasn't
only,
like
which
it
is what
wasn't
happened
like
with Cowboy
freaking
Bebop.
Death
Cowboy
Note. Death
Bebop
Note was an abomination.
Lorena, it's just like you said.
Death Note
I
was
think they
so
learned
bad.
their lesson from Death Note and Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop was terrible. I'm like, it was those two. That's why I wasn't gonna watch it. But then I'm saying everybody say, "Yo, check it out," and then I'm like, "All right, let me." I started watching a little bit of anime. So, let me just check out this live action. And after I watched that live action, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm watching all of the anime now. I'm just doing it. I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna probably take me to the next year." But I'm gonna watch all 1,000. I'm gonna do it.
They like the Simpsons, bro. That's why I tell everybody, One Piece like the Simpsons. It don't stop.
Wait a minute. How many more episodes of Ahsoka we get?
Two more.
What were your prediction just before we wrap up the Ahsoka thing? Your prediction for the next 2 episodes, more or less. I mean, she already found Ezra. They should be making love at this point. Making Ezra Satine babies. Then that way you could start getting your Jedi Order going, I guess. But in your, I mean, because obviously the Grand Admiral Thrawn is got the bead or the eye on Ezra and Sabine or what have you. I don't even think he even thinking about Ahsoka at this point. But
if you remember what our great brother of the Dark Council said, John 3PO, he called this about 2-3 years ago. I'm not sure if anybody was ever listening, but John said they're gonna set this joint up like the MCU, where Thrawn is going to be like Thanos. He gonna be the big bad baddie. That's what they building it up for.
Okay,
everything John called about Star Wars have went down.
Okay, so
Thrawn is not dying in this joint.
No, but Balin's gonna die. I'm predicting this.
Okay,
really?
I'm predicting they're gonna take him out.
Shit.
This is my prediction. I think Balin gonna turn good. I think he's gonna turn.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Daddy Sith Daddy, because quite frankly, he was walking around here like he's musing about the good old days of when things was like on point, and he just feels like he's just walking around like, I wish I can. Did you feel like that, Lorena? That he was just really musing over the, things was a lot more civilized.
But real quick,
Me, I'm an inquisitive. I'm an inquisitive person, though, right?
Real quick,
no, go ahead, Faye. Look, I got
real quick, Morgan. I'm gonna let you go. Lord Callis sent me a force message. Abu, do not call him a Sith. Lord Callis wants you to call him a Dark Jedi. Don't call him a
Dark
Sith.
Jedi. Okay. Well, either way, I guess it's leaving room for him to just maybe see the light, because the way he's walking and he's talking to his apprentice, that he says something is going to come, is just going to, upheave something and brings certain things into balance that he's looking for. Am I wrong? Or, I mean, maybe just some of the dialogue that he's saying, and I haven't had the chance to really get into the deep dive of, of Balin's character, but every time I see him and he talks, he actually talks like a wise man, that he sees something wrong and he's just like, should I even continue down this path? Because it just doesn't make fucking sense to me.
We already seen that, though. We saw that with what's old boy from episode 2?
Count Dooku.
We already saw that. See, this stuff we already seen. It's not innovative. You know what I mean?
Okay, like I said, it was just in my mind's eye.
You got a dope opinion, but I'm just saying this is some stuff we already saw. Jedi that's half here and half there. You know what I mean? We've seen this before.
So basically, Dave Filoni is a true hack, because he don't know how to create an original story with original characters without taking personalities from other characters from other shows and other movies and other books and other comics to make his story be what it is. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Becky
right.
had a good point. She said Ezra and Sabine are going to be Rey Palpatine's parents. That actually made more sense. If
Who
they
said
would've-
that? I mean, what was the theory? What was it?
No, it's not a real theory. It's just a joke. But it would have made more sense if Ezra and Sabine was Rey's parents.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
That would have made more sense rather than stupid Rey Palpatine. That was so dumb.
OG Star Wars said, "Who the fuck cares? Disney can't even get their dark side straight."
OG, you always been right about Star Wars. I don't blame you for not watching. This is just high quality trash we watching. It's high quality, high budget trash.
Yeah,
Trash.
It's like the Jurassic Park when they come in and they see the dinosaur poop.
Yeah, it's just
That's a lot of poop.
they spent a lot of money they just spent millions to make this garbage. It's just
That's why I had to draw the line. I had to draw the line, guys. It's like I could have been watching and had a great time clowning it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't deserve me. They don't deserve me. You know, I can't be watching this thing, man.
Don't
You know,
deserve you,
Mark, I
Yeah.
saw your post
don't
on
deserve
Twitter, and I agree, bro. It's just the same old thing. It's the same circle. We gonna watch it. We gonna clown it. We gonna be mad and depressed, and they gonna drop another one. We gonna watch it. We gonna.
That's why
We only got 2 more episodes, man.
That's why I'm not watching it,
Bro, I don't
watching
even
it.
have the strength to
I'm
review this show.
I'm feeling
I
the
don't
same
even
way
have the
you
strength.
are, Mark. I'm like, I don't care. Like, what makes it so bad for me, Mark, I'm not gonna lie, is the fact that all the stuff that's happening with Disney Star Wars is really just putting a damper on me. Like, I really just want to sit back and just watch my 1 through 6 and just feel better about it. But I just
the
can't.
thing
At
is,
this
though,
point.
I can understand people fighting over Star Wars. It's not like we haven't done that in the past.
Yeah.
You know, we have our little petty back and forth, but freaking Ahsoka is not worth it. That's the thing. She's some throwaway character that nobody is emotionally invested in. You know, she's got no credibility, no Star Wars cred whatsoever. What I'm gonna look like getting passionate about Ahsoka? You know what I mean? I can understand Luke, you know, Leia, Han, something like that, but Ahsoka?
Exactly.
No,
We got the maker
You know
in
what
the
I mean?
chat right now, Abu.
Oh,
With
George
the
Lucas.
He's in the chat.
George, even though they fucking up your saga, at very least you can get this.
Oh, there it is. There's my name. It's another. Oh, there it is. There's my name. It's another check for daddy.
Get that money, baby.
George has said many times, the 6 movies, those were his. Whatever they did after that, that's them.
He said,
You know, it's got nothing to do with him.
I lost control. I don't know what the fuck they doing over there. They just,
This
they
is, like
making
I
shit
said, it's
up
the
as they go
Filoni
along.
verse.
Thrawn.
It's the Filoni verse, and a lot of people are cool with that.
So
This is
Potbelly
Star Wars today.
Thrawn is the new Thanos. So that means
He
you're
the
gonna
Thanos.
have Ahsoka be Nick Fury go over to the Mandalorian. We have
But listen, in the
For the Star
sequel,
Wars
in the
initiative.
so-called sequel trilogy, right? Why was nobody talking about Thrawn? If he's such a badass, if the stakes are so high,
So
how come nobody's talking about him? It doesn't matter. Nothing that they're doing here matters at all.
They screwed it
You
up.
know what I
That's
mean?
because
Of
they-
no
that's because they-
consequence.
Mark, you hit the nail on the head because they didn't know what they were doing. They paid 4.05 or 4.8 billion dollars, whatever they paid for it, and then we got to get a return on the investment. They dumped out something fast, and then because people were Star Wars starved, everybody went. They made $2 billion with the Force Awakens, and then Rian Johnson happened, and ever since then we realized, and I will give them this: the Force Awakens and Rogue One. That was basically it. And even those two, they got destroyed. I don't own them anymore. I ripped them up and threw them away. Because I told everybody, if I go see Rise of Palpatine and I see them kiss, I'm destroying it. And I did, because they kissed.
Put a tongue down a throat.
Yep.
No, put
you're
her,
talking about
no,
Kylo
put her
and
tongue
Rey.
down his
Yeah.
throat.
I said, if I see it, I'm destroying it. Because what made me so mad about that is that you had this idiot round-headed buffoon talk about, oh, your Snoke theory sucks. So everybody's saying, "Oh, that's that Snoke was Plagueis and all the stuff like that." That you couldn't do, but you had these Raylos, who they shipped as fanfic canon, as them two being together, and they literally gave them a hat tip. When, by the way, it would have made more sense for her and Finn to get together than her and Kylo to get together, but they did that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. That was the straw. That was the straw right there. What happened to Vader?
It's a goddamn shame.
Yeah.
Where's Fatal?
He's working on his new internet.
Oh, okay. So basically, in the next 2 episodes, you're gonna have Sabine and Ezra make sweet love in their little junkyard. Their junkyard home, and then Thrawn is going to invade their home. The Night Sisters is going to how should we say betray Thrawn, and Space Daddy Sith is going to avenge his apprentice, who's Thrawn will kill his apprentice, and Balin will kill. No, he won't kill Thrawn. I think that the alliance, the Galactic Alliance, led by Hera, will come in and save the day. The Mandalorian, how should we say, Boba Fett will be there. Black Chewbacca.
Black Chewbacca.
The entire Star Wars Avengers. They'll have the Infinity Stones.
I can't.
That's what drunk called it, though, bro.
Yeah, man. They have Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and all of that. Have Black Panther. They have them all. So
drunk
they
called
can
this.
even go into the world beyond worlds and bring back Andor, whatever they call it.
Skywalker will come out. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And the Lando show is coming out, right? It's coming out.
I think they're going to make it a movie now.
Yeah, scripts being written by Donald Glover and his brother.
I'm gonna say this: Danny Glover, or whatever his name
Donald.
is.
Danny Glover's the Lethal Weapon dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let him write the script.
Yeah, let him write it. Goose spit. Did he say goose spit?
Either way, for us at the Dark Council, regarding Ahsoka in these last 2 episodes and what we have
I'm
just
getting too old for this shit.
we can only say this.
How the fuck do you fuck this up? How do you screw this?
Yeah.
But Donald Glover, I have to admit, man, he can write, but he can sometimes put that fruit pop stuff in his writing too.
Fruity Pebbles. It's
so
delicious.
I'm expecting to see Lando doing some really fruitylicious popsicle type stuff in this movie.
Well,
you know
I'm rooting for Ezra the smash out Sabine, all the trouble that he had to go through to get him. Smash it hard. Get some space babies, and we good to go. I'm probably watch that show with
this
that.
What I didn't understand, Abu and D. D said she didn't have the force, and that's what I was thinking about when she fought the woman, the
right.
Dark Jedi woman. How was she hanging with her? She was literally hanging with her.
Mm-hmm.
She could. That's what I'm trying to say. Mandalorians can take it to Jedi. So why do you gotta call her Jedi?
Talking about that. I'm talking about they were having a lightsaber battle.
When in the last one or the one when she got stabbed?
There were like 2 episodes when they were fighting in the woods. They were in the forest, and Ahsoka was fighting Balin, and Sabine was fighting. What's the blonde chick name? She was fighting her in the woods, and they was going at it, fighting each other with lightsabers. And I'm thinking, okay, this Dark Jedi chick, she's supposed to be more advanced than Sabine, because Sabine just started training that day.
But again, that's the one thing I'm trying to say. She should still be able to take a Jedi because she's Mandalorian. They're warrior. They're like Saiyans. The Mandalorians are like Saiyans. So they're all about fighting and war. So she could take it to a Jedi without her being a Jedi. So the whole point of her getting trained is stupid. She's been trained as a.
But what about when they use the Force though?
Well, if she used the Force, then that's when she's at a disadvantage. But remember, That's again. All the Jedi had the Force when the clones killed them all. I'm just
But
saying.
you know what? Did you right? Because when they had the Jedi Mandalorian wars, the Mandalorians at one point was whooping the Jedi. So you right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say there's no point in her being trained
the
as a
thing
Jedi.
is that
Mandalorian.
how much money are they spending on choreographers here? Because when they're doing these battles and stuff, they look terrible. Like I've seen the clips. Like you can love Rosario Dawson all you want, but she looked like she falling down some stairs half the time when she's like fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
She looks terrible. When she was supposed to be fighting Anakin, he's light years ahead. Like you could tell, like they had real professional choreographers train. What's his name? Hayden
He still got the skills.
Yeah, he still got that.
Skills.
You know, but what she's doing, I don't know what that is. That's
Making
embarrassing.
her look like a baby. I was sitting up here like, God damn, is she kicking everybody else's ass?
And how old is Rosario Dawson? How old is Rosario?
I love her. I love her.
How old is she though?
She's in her early 40s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, she looked great for her. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was great.
I'm sorry, Rosario. You just got dealt with a bad hand.
Kanan did train her with the dark saber a little bit, so she has dabbled in lightsaber combat, but she doesn't need to be a Jedi. That's the point. Like her dabbling in lightsaber combat is great. That's cool. All Mandalorians were warriors. They knew how to fight even without all kinds of weapons. And she should be first off, as a Mandalorian, she should be have grenades, thermal grenades, fighting, just going grenades, shooting. Like that's why the Mandalorians were a problem for Jedi, because they don't fight. They don't fight fair. Like they should be swinging swords and start shooting. That's how Mandalorians fight.
Well, there you have it, folks. We can't say no more behind this mess, but stay tuned because you got 2 more episodes. Meanwhile, let's go to a commercial break, and I'm going to pretty much end my sermon behind this in a minute.
Are you tired of having a social life? Does the prospect of multiple sex partners make you shiver? Don't have anyone trying to get a hold of you every 5 minutes? Then you need a girlfriend. The Girlfriend is the clingy chastity belt you've been yearning for. The Girlfriend is equipped with a thick, ultra-padded push-up bra that turns her little bees into some honkin' C's. When hungry, the Girlfriend will get her bitch ass into the kitchen and make you sandwiches. With the Girlfriend, you'll never have to worry about bothersome silence again. She'll narrate her every thought, opinion, and feeling non-stop, morning, noon, and night. And the Girlfriend will provide you with all the smoking hot sex you could ask for, provided she's in the mood and not suffering from one or more of the following: headache, being too tired, being too drunk, not being drunk enough, being way too drunk, feeling fat, watching Glee, feeling angry, sad, or devoutly religious, and during Shark Week at Cooch Creek. And you'll also receive crotch pop for men. Make your little garden snake look like an oversized anaconda with the power of the pop. And if you act now, you'll get an additional Girlfriend absolutely free. After satisfying you in mere seconds, the 2 girlfriends will engage in girl-on-girl action, prompting you to film their experiences to exploit on the web. A $500 value, you just pay shipping and handling.
Order the Girlfriend today so you can be a sex-deprived Neanderthal who still treats women like it's 1957. Girlfriend is not available in stores unless she has your credit cards, in which case she's in them all the time.
Bro. Bro,
and you already know we are
going
through the muck.
The Nazi
new and improved greatest show of all time to put Star Wars back on the map, and it's the greatest thing in Star Wars ever, the Filoniverse, aka Ahsoka, the new Gandalf, of course. You know, and of course, she making her magic, like I said, appear everywhere she goes. But I'm an EU loyalist. That means I roll with George Lucas, the creator of this beautiful universe, and that's it. I'm rolling with him, only him, and everything that he put together and approved of. So I'm just here to remind you of this fact. You know, the Filoni bots and the how should we say, the Filoni boys. Don't worry, man. I know y'all in the chat. Just stay tuned, man. Just stay tuned. This is definitely for y'all. I tell you. Now, like I said, I'm only here to do God's work behind something that I love, and I know that a lot of you do too. Let's do it. Easy na man, I say easy na man. Where is me say trouble coming up in a dance? Easy na man, I say easy na man. DJ Pan mix it like a champion. We're back on the front line, yeah, once again. On another mission to protect and defend the Star Wars brand that we all know and love. Bring it to a hater cause he think he's above. Any criticism of the woke Disney, get up in his grill and out they teeth. Now go run and cry, tell all them lies that like we to criticize and just divide. Disney did it first, their agenda's the worst. They didn't have a plan that was right out the first. All our heroes dead, they didn't even care. Betrayed George Lucas, it was too much to bear. So Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
George Lucas, cause he is the best.
There's no escape.
The creator, yep, on the set. And you know we must go protect. Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
Built the company from scratch.
There's no escape.
No company was its match for the PT and OT that you should read. You already know that we came here prepared. The shit you're saying now, we knew this for years. We should have made Solo with Harrison involved and not have Luke walk around like a slob. And don't have Princess Leia flying through the stars. And don't have Billy D fucking robots. Oh my god, Ryan is too busy. Oh yeah, that's what I heard. The trilogy is dead, kick his ass to the curb. Did you really think we wouldn't know this? Damage control behind the things he missed. Losing so much money and you don't know what to do. The movies is dead, time to go to phase 2. Throw everything that we got up in there. Hope that Disney Plus can get us through the year. The goodwill of the fans is finally gone. And let them know that Lucas was right all along. Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
George Lucas, cause he is the best.
There's no escape.
The creator, that's on the set. All his work, we must protect. Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
Built a company from scratch.
There's no escape.
No company was its match for the PT and OT that you should read. We got another episode on Disney Plus, and it's about time for us to give it up. Ahsoka the White is here to save the day. You best recognize Filoni is here to stay. Breathing underwater for a whole episode, messing up the EU law that we all know. The old bait and switch is back in effect. Subvert expectations, yup, that's the best. Have something good, then you fucked it up again. Where does the lie stop and where the truth begins? You really think they're gonna erase the ST with the money that they spent on it? My Negro, please. EU law with 3 generations back. Lucas was clear about the whole entire map. The day grows short and there's no time to delay. Defending Lucas's story, this is the way. So Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
George Lucas, cause he is the best.
There's no escape.
The creator that was on the set. All his work, we must protect. So Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
Build the company from scratch.
There's no escape.
And no company was his match for the PT and OT that you should read. So Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
George Lucas, cause he is the best.
There's no escape.
He's the creator that's on the set. All his work, yeah, we must go protect. So Disney, time to put your ass in check.
There's no escape.
He built a company from scratch.
There's no escape.
No company, yes, was his match for the PT and the OT that you should read like that. Yeah. Y'all already know, man. This shit is an abomination. And everybody swears to God that it follows the law. Follows continuity. I know, right? Absolutely cuckoo. Tick-tock, are you ready to rock? Got this shit on lock and we're never gonna stop. Bullies on the block multiplied by 10. Every citizen within the lion's den. better recognize the high five I provide. Know what it is when everyone in disguise. Love my fish fried, love a girl with red eyes, cause she's a Sith Lord that I won as my bride. Donna Zella Essie, oh my god, who be high. Resurrect my brethren and I cut all my ties. Never let it said that I roll with the dread. Take that suit the fed before I head off to bed. But here comes the feds ready to bust some heads. Your brother Abu Nasir, you know he came prepared. Then Moses appeared, said, let my people go. Beverly God is with them when he go rocks the show. Let's go. Woo. You already know what it is. The Dark Council show. We are pulling no punches. That's how we have to do it in this space. Let's go. Skip to my new baby. What you wanna do? Now, shout out to Hayden Christensen. He literally made these people look foolish with their quote-unquote lightsaber skills. Like I said, stay with the Lucas era, folks. It works. Don't take my word for it. We 3 generations deep on it. All right. Let's get this started. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry. My internet is not normally on fatal mode. It's not normally like that. Okay, this is a PSA right here. See, everything's good. I'm not bugging. Okay, that's all I need to say. I'm not bugging. Okay, let's get my family back in here. Cause yeah, what the hell's going on?
But why you trying to steal my moves? You do it like this.
Testing.
And y'all know what? My internet on point tonight, ain't it? Am I glitching?
You know what? All right,
man.
You can brag now. You can brag.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I cracked it down, and this is a regular laptop. Anybody out there, if you having problems with your live streaming and it's lagging real bad, get you a Cat 8 Ethernet cable on Amazon. They are extraordinary. I got everything going in my house right now. My cell phone, my Wi-Fi on, my wife on her phone, my son on his games, and my stream is okay. It's the Ethernet cable. It's the Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
Maybe it is my Ethernet cable. But then again,
but you got to get the Cat 8, and they cost about $20-$30, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Right. Well,
congratulations, brother.
Okay. What's the next topic?
Y'all can stop clowning me now. Hey!
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, after 5 years. Good job, bro.
You know what? And now watch. It'll start lagging later on tonight. Watch.
Dude, I'm shocked that my thing is lagging right now, but it's good. Nothing's going on. Maybe I don't have nothing in the background. You know, I actually downloaded Cyberpunk 2077 because the new expansion is coming out next week.
That's a dope anime on Netflix too.
Yeah, but that's what drew more people to the actual game. The game,
yeah, because I didn't really care for it, but when I watched that anime, I was like, "That
you didn't wait a minute, you didn't like Cyberpunk 2077?
Well, I'm not a gaming type guy. Like,
oh, okay,
like Mark, when I posted that Contra, that's the type of stuff I like playing.
Okay,
yes.
I like playing.
That's
like when they bring the old games back and just kind of step up the graphics a little bit, but don't change anything else. I'm into that type of gaming.
Well, yeah, the anime was so good, it made people look at the game.
That trailer was good.
Yeah, because they actually, like I said, used all the stuff that's in the game to really tell their story. And it was a stroke of brilliance.
Bro, that last episode when them two were fighting each other.
Moff Gideon was in it.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Shout
like.
out
by
to
the way-
James Carlo, man, because he could just do any role and kill it. You know what I mean?
Lorena,
He
I'm
Denzel,
happy to see you on screen again. Look at that. Looking all,
Yeah,
looking
we're
all
very
kinds
happy.
of good. I'm just saying.
Thank
By the
you.
way, I just want to remind everybody that we need to get Lorena to 8,000 subscribers.
We need
so
to
I can
get you
get
to
her
3.
and
We
so we
just
can get her
had
in
the
her
six-
in her
we just had the
Tifa
6K
Y'all gonna make me
cosplay.
skip 7K, right?
We want
7K
that
is right around the corner.
Tifa. Lorena has agreed to do Tifa. You see Tifa right here? She has agreed to do Tifa at 8K. So we need to make that happen.
Look,
I'm
we got
I'm willing to
Camino,
sacrifice
Is it
whatever I gotta
8K?
we got
do.
a Camino, Lorena. We got what was it? The salsa? Was it the salsa or
No, it was the yeah,
the
that
carnival?
was, that
right,
was,
we got
yeah,
the
that was the
carnival,
one.
one.
Yeah.
We got everything. What more do we? What more do
No.
we could
People
have this
keep
good
coming
year?
up with stuff.
I'm like careless.
And on
Yep.
that note, our lovely producer, what else do we have on the menu? I mean, we talked. Did we talk about? Yeah, we're talking about the One Piece.
Yeah, we talked
We
about one.
touched on it real quick, but
We
we didn't.
touched on it real quick. Well,
Lorena got that JoJo Bizarre post in the background. Them first few episodes, he did JoJo dirty. What was that dude name? The guy that they
Dio?
adopted. Yeah, Dio.
Dio. Oh,
Dio was dirty.
oh,
Now these people just adopted you, Dio, and you doing JoJo dirty like that.
yeah.
dirty.
You know who I
Killed
like?
his
You know how I
dog.
liked in that show?
Killed his
I like the
dog.
pops.
Yeah.
I like the pops.
Oh yeah, the pops.
The original, right? The original one became like the pops because he had his son and then his grandson.
But you know, it's the whole family. Like it's
Yeah, the whole family. But
Yeah, old man Joseph. Well,
old man, right?
Yeah, old man.
He
Yeah,
is comedy gold, right?
killed.
There. He was in the girl's bathroom. And the girl
Ain't nothing
came out
beating anime, bro.
Ooh, you a dirty perv. Come over here.
Ain't nothing beating anime. Right now, I'm watching Yu Yu Yakusho. I don't know if anybody.
Hakusho?
I mean
I've
Yakusho.
heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
When you get to the tournament, when they in the demon world, top tier anime.
Yeah. I'm wondering how long that'll be before they make a live action behind it. If they have the original creators
JoJo?
around it, then
Oh yeah, it's
JoJo,
coming,
JoJo would be a good live action adaptation.
It's
They do it
coming.
right.
It's coming. I
They
guarantee you it's
did
coming.
one, but it was only over in Japan. They did it for Diamond is Unbreakable, actually.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
know
Hey,
that.
y'all
Okay.
seen that
They
kitchen?
They do this too.
Y'all seen that kitchen live action? Have y'all ever seen it?
Kitchen live action.
Mm-mm.
No.
Y'all don't watch Kitchen, the
Kitchen?
samurai. But
Oh,
Tosai.
Kenshin.
Yeah.
Ryu and
I haven't
I was
seen
about
that
to
one.
say, is there a show called Kitchen?
Like with the sink and refrigerator. And
No, man.
How about
It's
the cooler?
Kenshin.
Kinchin.
It's this guy. He like the baddest samurai that ever
Yeah,
lived.
he don't use the sword in the straight way. He does it the backwards way, right?
Yeah, he used it backwards because he don't want to kill nobody.
Yeah.
But he cold, bro. Y'all need to watch that live action. That's probably the best samurai. It's on Netflix. The best samurai movie I ever watched in my life is Kenshin. Y'all need to
Gotta
check,
check that out.
That's based off a live action. That's based off of anime as well. Anime taking over. Y'all better get down. I'm like Suge Knight. You better come to death row.
All right. Well, even so, let's hit a quick note on the Marvels because we did touch on them for half a second, knowing that this shit is gonna bomb hard, and I am going to be here with my popcorn through it.
You
know what?
Watch
You
that.
know what?
I'm gonna have to watch it.
We got
you know,
the director.
I got a funny feeling that this might do a Barbie.
Nah.
No.
Based upon
You
what?
think so?
Based
No.
upon what?
The people
Break
hate
it
her,
down.
bro.
It will not.
I don't think it will.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. You know,
Mm-mm.
I
No.
don't want it to, but I'm just saying I got a funny feeling that it might magically get some numbers. You know, those empty seats.
yeah. I can see
Oh,
The
you mean
NPC.
cooking them
Yeah.
books. Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
think
unlike
that
I
happened
think
last time.
honest, to be fair, Barbie did that legitimately, but I think this one might make a Barbie. I think it might.
I think the first Captain Marvel was tamper with as well.
Oh,
Now,
of course.
that's just my
Yeah.
theory though, because that was the first female MCU movie, and they didn't want to see it flop, so they did their own little, magic tricks to it.
Well, as it stands, the Marvel's director Nia DaCosta seemingly indicated that she will not return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe following the release of the upcoming film. In a new interview with Vanity Fair, of course, DaCosta complained throughout the interview about how stressful and demanding the production was for the film. Vanity Fair's Rebecca Ford reported she loved the production, but admits there were days where she texted Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, things like, "I'm overwhelmed, I'm so stressed."
Heifer, please. Heifer, please.
Yeah. For good measure, Mr. Costa added, "Oh, sometimes you be in a scene and you be like, what the hell does any of all this shit mean?" Or an actor's looking at some crazy thing happening in space and they're actually looking at a blue X. Where there were obviously hard days and days where you're like, this just isn't working. Now, Ford also relayed post-production proved to be most challenging. The Marvel shared the bloodline of Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel TV show, as well as the future films. So after complaining about the rigors of the film production, DaCosta then appeared to reveal that she was moving on from Marvel. She informed the outlet, it was really great. It was all right. It's good to play in this world and to be part of the building of this big world. But I think I want to just, build my own world now more. Yeah. Ironically, Big Daddy Kev, claimed DaCosta was pitching him some other movies on the set of Marvel. She works nonstop in such a fountain of volunteers. She would spend time in between setups pitching me other movies. I swear to fucking God. And other ideas and other stories because that's the way her mind works. Now, Vanity Fair also claimed DaCosta also had moved on from the Marvels by the time of this interview, has been working on her adaptation of Hedda Gabler, starring Tessa Thompson. They always get the same goddamn people, well, whatever. However, the production was shut down due to the blank strikes. She's also expected to make an adaptation of Ta-Nehisi
Coates, yeah.
Oh, Miss Coates' novel, The Water Dancer. Not the water surfer, not the water slider, but the water dancer. However, Ford reports she's insisting that her plan after Hedda is to take a break, having worked constantly. All right, so whatever,
When I was reading this, I felt like that teacher in Charlie Brown. Not
enough cheese to go with all this wine. I'm goodness. Can you imagine if Deborah Chow said some crap like that?
I don't know who she's trying to impress, though, to be honest. I mean, we haven't even seen the film, but she's doing all this complaining. So obviously, I don't even think that's going to be that good. If you're half-hearted about, the people doing what they doing and it's almost like not a professional atmosphere when you was filming it. So how's it going to look in the final product? We shall see.
I am a fan of the black girl ever since I saw her in They Clone Tyrone. Now, I saw her in the WandaVision show, but she really won me over acting wise. So I'm kind of curious to see how she's going to do in this movie. I'm pretty sure she's going to outshine anybody. I'm not just saying that because I'm black. I'm just saying her acting skills is top tier in that movie. So I want to see what she does in this. So, yes, I'm going to buy a ticket to go see it. And no, I'm not going on the Thursday or Friday showing. I'm going on the $5 night. Or I'm going to the matinee when it's $5. No, I'm not going to pay 20, 30, 40 bucks to see a Miss Marvel show.
You ain't even going on IMAX, man? 3D?
No, sir. I don't reserve that type of stuff for Zack Snyder movies.
Yeah.
Now when
Try to go
Rebel
for
Moon
free.
come out, I'm most definitely gonna be at IMAX watching that.
You know what? I'm sad that it coming out now. They should wait until December. Put the Marvels
They
against
done
Rebel
really
Moon.
flopped me.
It's funny when you had that article up, it had that picture of the Tatiana Massiani, and this is a little sidestep to what we talked about earlier. She was, or somebody in our team, whatever, was complaining that she made less money than Zoro in One Piece.
Right.
But they failed to mention that everybody in One Piece made $200,000 an episode, not just him. They're making it seem like, oh, he got more money than her because he's a dude. Well, first off, his dad is Sonny Chiba. So first off, he's going to have a way better agent than what you got.
His dad is who?
What?
You say his dad is who?
Sonny Chiba.
Oh, the legend. I didn't know that was.
That's
Now I really got to see it because do you know how many Sonny Chiba DVDs I got up in there? That's what made the ninja Sonny Chiba.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonny Chiba.
That's his son.
Man. Now I got to see this movie. I got to see One Piece now.
Dope.
So yeah,
I didn't even know he had a son that was acting. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got 2 kids. No,
Okay.
2 or 3. He got a daughter.
That modern, that ninja look, just what you think about ninjas, you can give that to Sonny Chiba. He's the one that started all that. I mean, even from the video games that came out, they took his likeness. Yeah, I'm a ninja extraordinaire, so yeah, I got to see One Piece now, bro.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, I just thought that
Well,
was
if this
funny
chick
that
is
she did
whining about her experience on the Marvels, it's not going to bode well, for the actual movie. And I don't think she's experienced either. I think she only had one movie before this, maybe. And
Yeah,
I think
she's
that's
not.
part of the problem. Like, they get these people who have no connection to the characters or the overarching stories. They got no knowledge of these things, so she doesn't even know what's going on.
I think I'm thinking at this point now they just hate fans. They hate the fans.
Well, they ain't
gotta
gonna
hate
give
the
much money for people that they hate. I mean,
oh yeah, people dropping out. People not going to the theaters no more. Just think about this, Abu.
Yeah.
All these movies are the same. We getting 1,000 superhero movies that's coming out in the movie theaters. People not watching all these joints like this, especially if you got families. Because if you got a family, you spending a good 100, 150 easily. Especially when your bad kids come there. Hey, Daddy, I want something to eat. Would you shut up? We just ate before we came up here.
That's
So
why,
you gonna
that's
spend
why you
100,
gotta bring your
150.
own snacks.
And you see all these lineup of movies that's going to eventually hit digital in about 2 or 3 months. People not going to the movies like that no more. They gonna pick that 1 or 2 big movie and they through for the year.
Not only that, but they're about to get back into a mask season where they want everybody to be like careful. Everyone's going to be ultra aware of who's around them and everything. They're not going to want to sit in the movie theater with a bunch of strangers anymore.
Facts, because they're going to try to scare everybody when it's cold. When winter comes, they're going to try to scare everybody again. So yeah, the movie theater is going to be empty.
Either way,
yeah, we barely rebounded from the last time.
Yeah.
If there's no interest in anything, it's pointless to try to keep pushing the envelope. But I mean, Disney should already know this by now, but they still, I don't even know why they even thought that having 3 Marvels, that was going to be the key to break them out of their slump.
Because you know what?
And everybody knows that everyone can't stand Brie Larson. What is it, the person attacking something? So,
but they saved the last movie, like the end of the years, for the big movie. So I'm like you, bro. What made them think that the Marvels was supposed to be this big movie of the year?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Man. It makes no sense, and especially since we saw the trailers. Like I said, it seems like a buddy comedy. So no real stakes, I guess. And then you got
I tried
Nick
to watch
Fury.
that little girl show. I guess it really is for little girls because
Well,
I
I mean,
It's for teenagers.
I'm
You know.
about to say because I couldn't even finish half
It's
of it.
okay. I can't
well,
really
they
say nothing
well, they
bad
didn't
about it.
say anything bad
Loretta, if
about
you
it.
like it, I understand. You like
No,
it?
no, it is. It's like the Disney Channel back in the day type of show.
Those
Like
movies was
Sweet
dope,
Life
though.
of Zach and Cody type of thing. So actually it was
dope.
pretty good, especially when it came to family values. You had a strong family, had an extended family, you
Nice.
know. It was a really good family message. And that's kind of like what the show was. Like
Loretta, them little movies back when Disney was dope. You remember a movie called The 13th Year when that little boy found out he was a mermaid? Did you ever see that on Disney? That
I don't
movie
think
was
I saw
fire.
that one.
Man, they used to come out with some fire little movies, man.
I ain't never heard of it, but then again,
I might be showing my age then, but
yeah,
that little movie was
But
dope,
they
man.
had some good stuff back in the
They
day. I
did
mean,
have some
back
good
when it was
stuff.
actually, wholesome entertainment and it was okay to, let kids
Yeah.
sit down, watch it.
yeah.
I know
What's
somebody in
wholesome
the chat
anymore? What?
These people got no idea, bro.
Bluey.
These
But
people
that's not
got
even
no
made by
idea.
Disney. That's made in Australia.
Oh shoot! Well,
And it's their
those
number one
Aussies
show too.
probably lethal lightning and the boys probably put some good stuff together.
If y'all do box office predictions, what you think the Marvels is gonna do?
Well, there's the rumor. Marvel Studios' upcoming Avengers Secret Wars, the soft reboot, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here we go, folks. Here we go. New rumor claiming that Marvel Studios' upcoming Secret Wars would effectively soft reboot the Marvel Universe by merging various universes and timelines into a new one. Something like what Dave Filoni is trying to do. Latest rumor comes from Sil Abdul, my boy. First teased on X, sounds like MCU Earth 616 will no longer exist after Secret Wars. I'm just saying, I think Feige cooking. He probably might be. I mean, he ain't got nothing else to do with his time. He further elaborated on this in a video upload to X where he explained what he's hearing about Secret Wars and how would it effectively soft reboot the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He stated that is this going to be, or this going to reboot the MCU as we know it? Now, the concept in 2015, Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, is that all of these different Earths was kind of molded together. Yes, Feige is basically taking pieces of stuff that he wants to keep from all of this different realities, and he's going to put it together as a new Marvel universe. My brother Sil said that, and he reiterated the MCU 616 as we know it, that's going to be gone, not as far as erasing the history of the stories, but that's not going to be the same Marvel universe.
How can the 616 be gone and that's the main universe of the Marvel? D, am I right?
Yes.
The 616 is the main thing.
So the thing what they did what annoyed me was the fact that when they had Multiverse of Madness, they had the balls to call what they're doing in the MCU 616. I'm like, that is not 616. I'm sorry, it's not 616. So the thing with the Secret Wars is that the original Secret Wars where Spider-Man got his black suit is one of the major events that happened out of that. Because the black suit leads to Venom and so forth and so forth. So I don't know. I mean, it would be nice if they did that, but you need to have everybody involved with this type of stuff. And they still look. I heard many people say what should have happened is after Endgame, the reboot should have happened then. They should have did an X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
Because everybody, listen, I said this before.
But man, you know better than that.
Yeah,
if you're gonna reboot the first person you come out with, the first movie to make sure that's the leader is Spider-Man.
Well, you could do that, but you could do that. But if you wanted to, because remember the X-Men came out, that's a massive franchise because you could get a whole bunch of things with one crew. You come out with the X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. That should have been your first things you should have been doing.
Yeah, not the little Rudy
worry about expanding the universe.
Yeah,
start
not these
giving us-
Rudy Poo characters like Moon
Yeah.
Knight, and not Moon Knight. Don't get me wrong, but don't
No,
nobody care.
what they should have done.
But was the show good?
You're gonna give us an Eternals movie.
It was boring to me.
Before X-Men. I want you to understand that. Think about how stupid that is. You gave us an Eternals movie before X-Men.
And Eternals supposed to be a whole nother galaxy, right?
No, that's
a whole nother concept.
The Eternals
Where was the Eternals when Thanos snapped?
Exactly. The Eternals, Thanos is descendant of the Deviants, which has to do with the Eternals. Like that all falls, that all comes down from them. So you're gonna do all this stuff here. I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all doing, man. You just don't know what you're doing. And
yeah,
then,
the important thing is in the Eternals, we got to have two grown men sucking.
Bro, when I seen the Eternals, when I saw the Eternals, bro, I was really appalled. And I usually don't be appalled by movies because Marvel's supposed to be friendly movies, but they don't nobody even talk about this.
They ain't nothing friendly about two dudes hugging each other's balls,
bro. Not even touching on that aspect. Pause. But I'm really speaking on. I was really appalled to see a set scene in a Marvel movie, bro.
Marvel movie.
That was
that was unheard of in the Marvel universe. I mean, kissing, between man and women and this, that, yeah, it was okay. I mean, even they get a little flighty with.
But look how
Black
they did
Widow
it with
and Hulk and all that.
But look what they did with Tony Stark in the first movie. That was alluding to a set scene when he met that reporter. But
they didn't show anything.
They didn't show anything. Right. They did it in a family way. But this was low key a set scene in a Marvel movie.
Man. Yeah, that non-cipher kid. Not a cipher. You can't take the kids to see that kind of magic.
And then let's think about this. You had the Eternals movie. You got all these shows going out, right? And nobody, and I repeat, nobody has been saying anything about the big freaking celestial sticking out of the freaking ocean.
They said the new movie supposed to speak on that.
The new movie, the Eternals came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. But they said the whole.
They thought they was gonna have a sequel.
There's a celestial sitting out of the water like this in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about that.
Okay, now you're gonna laugh at me, but they showed in She-Hulk when it was like a newspaper scene. They showed the hand in the newspaper clip.
I didn't even see that.
So they did address it a little bit.
Oh man,
that's
know what?
Not addressing it, bro.
Give me the twerking scene in She-Hulk. Just give me that back.
Y'all think She-Hulk?
It was fake, but it's some ass. Whatever.
Bro, it was over in Endgame. There's Fox. There he is, right on time.
Yeah. What up,
It
Fox?
should have ended the MCU after Endgame.
Yes.
Let it ride, man.
That's what
Give
I was
it time
saying.
to breathe.
Should have just
Give it time to breathe.
There.
Yeah.
That should have been the end.
We had a great run, right?
And then let it sit for like 5 years. And then that 5 years, you build up your nice storyline. And then after the 5 years, X-Men. You know what I'm saying? That's what you had to do.
I'm almost scared of what they're gonna do with the X-Men.
It's gonna be trash.
Oh, it's gonna be trash. You know it's gonna be trash.
And they ain't gonna be called X-Men no more. I can see them calling them X Factor, but they're not gonna be X-Men anymore. So you can forget that.
Yeah, because
honestly, to be fair, if they called them X Factor, I wouldn't be as mad. But if they call them mutants, that's gonna annoy me.
They gonna do X Factor. I guarantee you, it's not gonna be X-Men.
It is. You know what? Then you're a fraud. You're a fraud. X-Men has been around since decades. It's a household name. People going to know that it's X-Men. Why are you not saying that?
They don't care.
People are already tired of the message, that's going around. I mean, at some point, when are you going to realize that you bet on the wrong horse? You lost all this money. You might as well just go back to the good old days where shit was good. You use that. Don't put no messages in it and let it fly. Ching ching.
Look, money. I'm just gonna One Piece these movies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
we got somebody in Dark Council that gives us the hookups of all hookups.
Chill.
Well, he don't already told on himself on one of the streams. He told on
It's okay. All right, yes, okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Mark, how you feel about that? Because I know you like Marvel like that too.
How I feel about. I think the damage is done, bro. It's done. They should have ended it with Endgame. You guys know. You know what? Honestly, I was probably through after Wakanda Forever, like before Wakanda Forever. When they did what they did with T'Challa, you guys know how I felt about that. I was just pretty much out at that point. You know, so it's all garbage.
I got to give Marcus flowers. I got to give Marcus flowers because when nobody on the internet saying recast T'Challa before Mark, and I'm talking about Mark said it when the news came out that T'Challa wasn't gonna be in there.
Respect, bro. Respect.
And I was in the mode, like I was in that mode where I was saying, okay, they trying to respect him. That's disrespecting him.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, I want you. I mean, we've been over this 1,000 times, but imagine when Christopher Reeve died, we're not gonna have any more Superman. How stupid does that sound?
That's stupid.
So you're gonna take,
and then the next movie would have been called. Check it. The next movie would have been called Metropolis Forever.
Yeah. But
Come on,
think
bro.
about that.
Come on,
think
bro.
about that. So you're gonna take one of the very first black superheroes and then say, "Nah, we're not gonna do him anymore." That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. All this. Oh, we got to stand up for brown people and all this stuff like that. But you're literally saying, you know what? The black superhero, one of the first iconic superheroes. We don't need that.
Can I put a tinfoil hat on real quick? Let me.
But they'll give you a black Ariel though. But that's what they'll give you.
Let me put on a tinfoil Black Panther mask on. Do y'all think T'Challa was too much of an impact on the people that he was targeted for? Was that too?
Yep.
Was that too good? Was that too inspiring for people? You know?
Absolutely. I think people are much more happy being able to spotlight the negative, when it comes to like black people in particular, because we tend to get judged by the worst of us. And I think people are more comfortable doing that. Like I said, you can't go onto Twitter without seeing a million videos of black people wilding out. Check this out. Look at what they're doing now. Look at what they're doing now. Look at what they're doing now. But if, like I've always said, if those people who do that, if they're not going to balance it out with images of black people doing good things, well, then what are you doing? Black people doing positive things. Like you could have T'Challa, like Jamal Jedi was saying, one of the first black superheroes ever. That's symbolic, man. You don't play around with that. But that's what they did. So, and we just gave it up. Oh, Chadwick, this is for you. Even though Chadwick himself said that he believed he was doing something that was going to last. He believed in it.
And Mark, did he tell his
brother? By the way, out of everybody, he knew he was sick. Everybody in the world, he knew he was sick. So he's like, this is what needs to happen. Like he was saying, this needs to outlive me. That's what he was saying.
If you go watch Civil War, and you go watch the Black Panther, the first movie, you can tell he was sick then. Because I told myself this when I was watching Black Panther. Even though I loved it, I give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 because of that dang CGI last fight. I hated that. But
that was cheesy.
I told myself, why did he get skinny for Black Panther when he was more bulkier in Civil War? Now I know he was sick.
I remember we talked about that on this stream. We were saying at the time people were speculating that he was doing that for the Five Bloods.
Yeah.
But if you saw the Five Bloods, it didn't call for him to lose that weight. So, I was saying, nah, he's sick. There's something going on with him.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, there it was. But that's what they chose to do. They chose to honor him by killing the character. And it's like I said, if you know anything about a man and how a man is about legacy. A man is about what am I going to leave behind that made me proud of my time here. What represents me? That's what beats in the heart of a man. So you can't say that you're honoring a man by killing what it was that he was doing in his final days. That was his legacy. You know what I mean? That was the character that he played when he was sick, when he was dying. He knew he was gifting this to the world. But you're going to turn around and try to convince people this is how we honor him by ending the character?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. And people clapping for that. And it's okay. We have
Yeah.
his son. Oh yeah, you got a son being raised by a single mother, just like you got in all of these hoods.
That
But we're
that was
supposed to
an
be aspiring to something
abomination
that's
right
better.
there. An
I was
abomination.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
That
I was wrong.
don't
I
be
came out
sorry.
and
That
said,
was an insult.
yeah, I was
wasn't-
wrong. I was
That-
wrong because I said the movie was good. I went back and watched it. That was my emotions talking. That movie
Yeah.
was not good. It was a disrespectful movie,
Yeah.
especially at the very end when the son was named T'Challa too. I thought that was
Yeah.
really disrespectful because they were trying to allude to, okay, we'll give you a little shred of hope, shred of hope that he'll come back.
Well,
You know,
Nah, bro.
Well, being that we're on the Black Panther thing, Josh tomorrow includes Black Panther Wakanda as potential Disney parks expansion. When discussing the potential theme park expansion at the Tuesday Investor Summit, Chairman of Disney Parks Experience and Products referred Wakanda from Black Panther as possible expansion. Imagine bringing Wakanda for life. Wakanda to life in terms of bringing the latest Disney Marvel Pixar intellectual property to the parks. We haven't come close to scratching the surface, and we have learned that incorporating Disney IP increases the return on the investment significantly. Well, I don't know about that.
Abu, I'm gonna interject with this one a little bit. Can you move it all the way back up to the top?
Back
A
it
little
up.
bit? Yeah, all the way up to the top.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to add that WDW News Today are the ones that put Black Panther in those single quotes. What this was that Josh Damaro was talking about, he was talking about a Wakanda land in general. And people seem to miss this when he was talking about it. And again, it's a blue sky idea. They're throwing all this stuff out because D23, that whole thing was crap anyway. And they're throwing out all these ideas to say, look how great we are. Look what we're doing. We're going to bring this in Canton land or whatever. And then they start talking about Wakanda. And I said, so you're going to have potentially Wakanda without Black Panther. How does that work?
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even bring up saying, you know, we're focusing around Black Panther. We're going to bring back. It wasn't centered on Black Panther first and Wakanda second. It's like, oh, we're just going to bring Wakanda here. And it's just like, why? You gave us that Wakanda Forever trash. You got rid of Black Panther. Black Panther isn't even Black Panther anymore. So people are supposed to be excited about this. But this is where their head is at. They are not thinking about doing quote unquote true diversity. Disney isn't about that. They're about giving you what they think you think the idea of diversity should be. Because if they were truly about diversity, they would have recast T'Challa and they would have rewritten that script to bring him back. But they did not. That's not what they went with.
No, they were all in their feelings. You know, they marketed it as something that'll help Black people to cope with losing Chadwick. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of sense does that make? Like, we don't see actors, unfortunately, untimely pass away all the time. You know what I mean? It's a terrible thing to have happen. But once again, I think it was Chris Evans was just had a story where he was talking about he agrees with Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino said that the actor is not bigger than the character.
I agree.
You know, this is what Quentin Tarantino was saying, and Chris Evans, Captain America, agreed with that. The character that they're stepping into is iconic, and the actor should not overshadow that. But that's what we did with Chadwick Boseman. We made him Black Panther for all time. There can never be another, we were told. And so the character that has such historic significance was pretty much put out to pasture, was killed, you know, after all of this time. I mean, it just blew my mind that men, especially, I got to say it, especially Black men, actually went for it. You know, it's like our white brothers, you know, they know how to stand up for their institutions and their characters. And that's not being racist. That's called looking out for your interest and your traditions and your culture. They know how to fight for theirs. But for some reason, Black men of all people rolled over and said, okay, this is a good thing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like white dudes don't go for that. You know,
Yeah.
the image of the white male must be protected. That's the reason why they're being targeted as hard as they are, because they're the last semblance of true masculinity that's in this country. White men are. That's the reason why they're going for their image, because they already crushed us a long time ago. How easily we gave that up. Significant, man.
Yeah.
You know, we got to catch that when it happens.
As much as I love Chadwick Boseman, I just felt like, you know, it would be hard to, you know, to really step in his shoes the way he did it. But you're right, Mark.
I don't think so. I don't
We
think
still
so,
need a
Abu.
Black Panther no matter what. And there are many actors out there that can do just as good. You know, I guess Chadwick Boseman was just like, you know, like lightning in a bottle, where everything, the stars aligned perfectly for him. Which I'm glad.
He definitely put his thing. He put his umph onto that. But I'm not gonna say that. It's other black actors that could have did just as good as job.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I felt like that in the beginning because it was emotions talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once you get emotions out of the way, once I looked at Wakanda Forever with our emotions, it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I mean, Lorena already broke it down so bad. It was like, damn,
bro. It's so easy. All you have to do is picture yourself in your life's work,
right?
In the passion, in the heart, in the blood and the sweat and tears that you put into what you created and helped bring to life. And picture you closing your eyes for the last time, saying, they're going to take all of this away once I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're leaving something here that you worked on. You want it to go on. You know, that's what I'm saying. We were not understanding that part. We were not in touch with our manhood enough to understand what it means to be a man. You know, what it means to put some hard work into something and want to blaze a trail. You know, like this was a first step. You know how long it took Black Panther to actually get onto the screen, you know, and hit the way that it did. He did that. Okay. We love him for that. But when that man closes his eyes, the only promise you should be making to him, we're going to keep your legacy alive. We're going to keep your legacy going. You know, you don't say, in your honor, we're going to retire the character. Picture yourself in his shoes. And you can't pay me enough money to think that Chadwick Boseman would have wanted them to do that, knowing the kind of man that he was.
His brother said that he wanted the character to keep going. That's from my own words of his brother.
Yeah.
He wanted Black Panther to keep going. But they don't want to listen to the brother, though.
Yeah.
Well, celebrities and fans, according to the article, says that they want Disney to build a Wakanda land.
I'm like Lorena.
Okay.
What's the point if they don't have Black Panther?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Shuri either.
Yeah, I was about to say no Shiris, no fake woman Iron Man. Don't give us that. We don't want that.
And you know, if you're gonna do a Black Panther sequel, give us a dope villain. Don't give us Namor.
No.
Get us Dr. Doom or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, man. It just takes some real passion and inspiration. You know, if you take your time, and that's the problem, you know, I think with the MCU, because they forgot it took them a long time to get to Infinity War, where you could have all of these well-drawn characters come together and it actually meaning something, because we watched all of them in their little solo, you know, movies and everything. Captain America had a dope trilogy. You know, Iron Man was hit or miss, but we all love Tony Stark. We all love Robert Downey Jr. and stuff like that. Thor was the same way, hit or miss. But for the most part, like I said, they took their time. You know, now they're just rushing to throw everything out there.
Yeah, they're desperate to try to get some money. That's all this is about.
Why should we care about Ironheart or whatever her name is?
I don't care.
You know what
it's not coming anyway.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, they showed that too.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
It's like I say on Twitter, it's for the best.
Nothing of value was lost.
Speaking of Marvel, did y'all talk about? And we might need to watch the video before it's time to go. But my boy Kang, Majors, when he broke the fight up, did y'all talk about that?
I didn't see that.
I ain't
You-
see that.
We didn't
either.
talk about it
Y'all
here.
didn't see that?
Nah.
Lorena,
Nah,
you
I
got to pull the clip
I
up.
didn't see it.
He broke up the
It-
fight.
it- my
Oh, you
internet
didn't.
is
None of y'all
not-
didn't see that.
I
Yeah.
can't believe y'all
No,
didn't see that.
I didn't see that. I was
Somebody
just like,
please-
I'm not in the mood to
Somebody
watch
gonna
that.
pull that
No,
on
you
Twitter.
have to watch it
No.
because you're gonna laugh
Uh,
so hard when you
No,
watch it.
My
Just look
internet, my internet is dying right now.
Lorena,
I mean,
just
I can't
look
even
up Jonathan Majors break up a fight. Just
bring up a fight. They'll have it
It
on
was
YouTube.
two
Broke up
high
a
school
high
two high
school
school
fight.
girls. Yeah.
you got to
Okay.
play this.
Okay, I got the TMZ one up. Okay. All
Okay, we got to
All
watch
right.
this.
He came
it's
running
not-
up like
my-
it was
my
Michael
internet is
Jackson's
not-
"Beat It"
it's not
song.
gonna
You know what I
work.
mean? I thought they were gonna break out into a dance or something like that. You know what I mean? You got in between them.
Y'all need to
Uh-huh.
witness out here how
No one
fake.
wants to be defeated.
And Jonathan Majors, I'm rocking with you, sir, but this right here was terrible acting.
All right.
Now let me get the people
Oh,
synopsis
Lord.
real quick before you play it.
Okay.
It was
All
a
right.
high school fight going on. Jonathan Majors happened to be in the vicinity, and he
Uh-huh.
did. He was a great citizen out there. He's a good man, and he broke up a fight between two young ladies. Let's check it out right here.
All right, roll clip.
If it works.
All right, they're getting it in. They're getting it in.
My storage
Throwing them both. Now watch.
Oh!
Look. Hey kids, hugs, not drugs.
Oh Lord, that was so staged.
He just happens to be passing by.
No, don't fight. Talk it out.
This is when the acting come in. This is when the acting come into play. No, don't ever do that. You're disrespecting yourselves, ladies.
Well, clearly.
She's still trying to get at her. All right.
And this the cold thing about it. The girls just stopped to see that was Jonathan Majors. They wasn't shocked. Come on, man. Oh!
Hi, my name is Jonathan Majors, and I want to tell you about God's work.
Listen to me, kids. I'm not a woman beater. I just play one on TV.
You wrong for that, bro. You wrong.
No one did anything.
Listen.
Okay,
you don't wanna go there.
that
You
must
don't
have been
wanna
a
go there.
private
Well,
school.
clearly.
Because that looked like a private school.
Jonathan
fight.
Majors, if you're watching this, sir, your PR team, fire them. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sweet God.
Don't break up that fight. It'd be good for your image.
Yeah.
and the girls' faces were blurred out.
Of course, they're minors.
They
Why is
actors.
he hanging around a school in the first place?
I mean, the way they.
That would be my question.
Well,
Good for
family.
him. Yeah, he
Now
gets a
that we
gold
saw
star.
Jonathan Majors, saved the day once again.
Now they say
get
the
a
girl,
cookie.
his accuser, she moved across seas. She's not in the United States anymore.
Oh, what
That's
a
what
shocker.
they say.
Interesting.
So,
what a shocker.
There you go.
Well, before my internet dies, let's get this show on the road. Final thoughts, Dark Council. What we have seen between Ahsoka and Jonathan Majors and Wakanda Land and Secret Wars and
Well, we're in a bad place. We're in a bad place creatively, but take heart because it is going to be October soon. We're 1 month closer to Rebel Moon. All right, we got One Piece here to enjoy. I mean, there's things here. There's things here. It's not all terrible.
Barely.
But what's bad is bad though.
We got the John Wick prequel coming out.
That look like trash. You
Prequel
talking about
series.
that little spinoff show?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I haven't seen it yet.
Lorena, if you see that
What?
trailer,
Mel Gibson?
you'll laugh. It looks bad. Now this coming from Fatal J, the hopeful one.
Well,
I'm the
you know
hopeful one of the
what?
crew.
You know what? When I saw the first trailer for One Piece for Netflix, I thought that looked like garbage.
Okay, I admit that. But look, this is coming from Fatal J. I'm the hopeful one of the crew. That trailer is hot boo boo, hot garbage, trash. I promise
Okay.
you.
I will have to check
Oh,
it out.
by the way, people walking out of the Aquaman 2 screening. I think you put something out about that, Lorena.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's not looking good either.
Oh,
But
yeah,
then I guess we saw that
no.
one coming.
Well, Mark, I
Yeah.
already knew. They have had countless reshoots. They already
Well-
setting themselves up for failure because the world hates Amber Heard and she is still in the movie.
However, they're not walking out for that. They're walking out for something else specifically, from what I understand.
I know you're talking about the
Right.
B-A-B-A-B-A-B-Y.
And if that's the case, Fatal, this can have bad ramifications on the Gunverse or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
because he doesn't need that, man.
It wouldn't shock me if he had a part to play in that. Because Mark, you remember I told you this a while back. Every single thing that he has to do with these movies is something to do with those little
those questionable situations. Yes.
Every
I don't know why he thinks that's
the
funny.
person they put in charge of DC,
Yep.
right? That's the person that you want running the thing. No, you don't want Zack Snyder's proven good shit that actually was bringing money, and the fans that was clamoring for it, that was going to give money and throw money at you behind it. Nah, you just want the Gunverse and all the fruity nonsense that he is associated with.
Well,
shout out to Blue Beetle. Y'all tried hard and died hard. Y'all ain't never ready.
I'm convinced now. When you like it, they're gonna stop making it. I'm convinced.
Sell Snyderverse to Netflix. You want money? You gonna get money. But as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy that 39 of y'all to 45 of y'all hung out with us for the entire time, especially now with my internet acting up, which I can't even get my last song in because now it froze.
We should be back on the Fatal J channel in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've had great internet up until this point. Now I'm not going to be a conspiracy. I'm not going to be a conspiracy theorist thinking that Fatal J's new awesome internet is interfering with my internet. That's making my internet crappy and choppy. So now we got to go back to Fatal
how's
J.
your internet choppy when you got the super powered gaming PC at your presence?
This has never happened to me before. Never. I feel like Fatal J, had some secret diabolical plan. Like,
that's the force.
Yo, remember when you was laughing when Jody was crying? I love you, Fatal. And then you was laughing.
Shout out to Film God. God.
Shout out to Film God.
My boy said he got demonetized. YouTube, you know you wrong. I'm gonna have to give a shout out to Film God. I'm gonna have to give a shout out to Film God. That's probably the most talented dude on YouTube, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about as far as editing.
Still there, Fatal. His videos are still there, and love going to it every now and again because, quite frankly, all the stuff with Marvel, all the stuff with DC, everything that he said has come to pass. So it's what it is.
I'm gonna just start reading books. The Fatal J show is to be reading books and talking about books that we read. It's gonna be the book club channel. So
I wouldn't even put
Fatal
it
J
past
Book Club. I like the sound of that.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Like I said, I can't even play my last song right now. I'm already disgusted, but I gotta pack up my stuff because I gotta be on the road tomorrow. See the kids. So should be back sometime after next week, probably around maybe Thursday or next Friday. But we'll be back in 2 weeks, back at Fatal J Show. Like I said,
have a big guest.
The last song I'm
gonna be on there as well.
I can't even get
because
it.
He was supposed to be on the last one, but I bailed out. Dang.
I'm disgusted. It's literally on my end. It's literally like spinning, and now it's not spinning. It's just freezing.
And I froze too. I froze talking about you.
Either Yeah, so sorry that my internet has been a little bastard today, but don't worry, I'll get that fixed if we should ever come back to my channel.
I'm telling you,
Shout
Abu,
out,
get that cat
shout
eight.
out to Drone 3PO. Shout out to Lord Callis. You know, anyone who's been wondering, they've
We
been
missed
really,
y'all.
really grinding, working hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially Lord Callis. I know he's getting it in. So, you know, keep that love going for them, man.
Yeah, they
Yes,
working
yes,
hard, man.
absolutely.
I'm working hard too, man. I'm working hard too. I'm about to pass
No
out
doubt.
right now. I got a new
And
job.
congratulations once again, 6K, Lorena Creole, 7,000
Congrats,
coming
Lorena.
up really next.
Yeah.
So come on, people, let's get our
Shout out to
beautiful
Drunk
producer
real quick.
to that.
Shout out to Drunk real quick because Drunk is gonna be at the Comic Con with Gina Carano, right?
Oh yes, please. If you can get over there, that's right. Say the Dark Council sent us to you. Let's have some fun and
Drunk,
buy his
get Gina
wonderful
Carano
book.
to sign one of those action figures for me, please. Thank you, sir.
I know, right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know my outro is even going to freaking work at this point. God damn it. I'm going to try. Now the thing is, oh my God, come on, really? Now I can't even scroll.
Talking
I
about
can't even
Fatal
scroll.
J. Talking about Fatal J. You see what happens to you, sir?
Okay, Fatal. Finally, the karma is coming back.
Boomer.
Okay? Oh, geez Louise. That's not even.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
You know what?
Yeah.
None of you guys are good. None of y'all.
This man internet is tripping so bad he can't even log out. He can't,
Yeah, I would
in the
literally
street.
have to turn off the goddamn computer.
That's karma,
What the
man.
hell, man?
That's called karma. All these years, man.
It's all falling apart
All these years.
because you had to
know
clown
what? Y'all
Fatal
not,
J.
y'all not brothers. You're not
This
brothers.
man got the
man.
gaming PC, can't turn off the stream. It's just so sad.
The only person.
But Damaj and I done passed out about a half hour ago. You know what I mean? It is
Lord.
over.
Yeah.
You know what?
We heard
God bless
nothing.
him. Good night, everybody. I'm out.
Imagine, are you okay?
Yeah, he's okay. Damn, even the outro's not even coming out. Fuck me. Fuck my life. Really? No outro? None?
It's there, bro. I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yes, we see it.
Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Everybody else
man.
can see it.
Night.